I feel like shit.
Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days.
It's just one of those
happy days. The weekend comes, let's not go home.
It's just one of those days where you don't wanna wake up. Everything is everybody sucks. You don't really know why, but you wanna justify ripping someone's head off. No human contact, and if you interact, your life is on contract. Your best bet,
Just knock it off, you scum bucket.
it's just one of those days. It's just one of those.
Happy days.
It's just one of those.
Happy days.
It's just one of those days.
The weekend comes, let's not go home. Ready to make stays.
It's just one of those days, feeling like a freight train. First one to complain, leaves with the bloodstain. Damn right, I'm a maniac. You better you, cause I'm fucking up your program. And if you're stuck up, you just locked up. Next in line to get fucked up. Your best bet is to stay away, motherfucker. It's just,
I'm losing my cool.
it's all about it.
Happy days.
It's just one of those,
Happy days.
it's just one of those days.
The weekend comes, let's not go home. Ready to make stays.
Feel like shit. My suggestion is keep your distance. 'Cause right now I'm dangerous. Right now I'm dangerous.
Something's happening to the bonds.
If my day keeps going this way, I just might. I'm gonna pop you one so you'll stop playing games. Give me something free. Give me something free. I hope you know I'm like a chainsaw. A chainsaw. A motherfucking chainsaw.
What?
So come and get it.
What we got here is a case of mistaken identity, you know? See, now this here is
Not Robert.
Compton in the house.
What the fuck is this? The stretch Hummer running. Fly ladies from wall to wall. With my beats, I'm fading all of y'all.
Can't let your mind dwell on. Turn that off.
I want to see this on your desk. Promise?
Yeah.
What you like? Fast to slow. In my car on time. A straight fucking while we fucking bang. Where you chilling for the summer, homie? Jumping on the stretch, come running. Fly ladies from wall to wall. With my beats, I'm fading all of y'all. Can I transmit a double life? Before she showed me with a butter knife. Up a level or a lower life. Still that's really where we go.
Now KK got a space at the back of the club, low key. I did my thing in the court, that's why I skipped past the door. I got my eyes on tight. I'm headed straight for a corner, got my eyes on this freak with 10 suckers on a phone. The type that claim that fly and fresh, yapping like hoes about who got the best Rolex.
It's Departed soundtrack's fucking killer. You got it?
Yeah, it's good.
Got a space at the back of the club, low key. I did my thing in the court, that's why I skipped past the door. I got my eyes on tight. I'm headed straight for a corner, got my eyes on this freak with 10 suckers on a phone. The type that claim that fly and fresh, yapping like hoes about who got the best Rolex sweat, drenching all of my head and my shirt. It's time to shake my butts, grab a skirt, and go to work.
So how was your party that day at the house?
But don't hurt. Time at the club.
What the fuck down, will you?
Spend a lot on the
Where you chilling for the summer, homie?
Cheryl, make sure Mr. Soprano is scheduled for 2.
Just remember it.
Hot, hot, hot like a tamale!
Look at that big ass. Damn. Big, juicy booty. Look at that big ass.
Big booty.
Look at that big ass.
a tamale.
Look at that big ass. Damn. Big juicy booty. Look at that big ass.
Twerking, ta 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 like a tamale.
Big, beautiful ass. Big, beautiful ass. Big, beautiful ass. Big, beautiful ass.
Look at that big ass. Damn. Big juicy booty. Look at that big ass.
Twerking, ta 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 like a tamale.
Look at that big ass. Damn. Big juicy booty. Look at that big ass.
Twerking, big booty.
Look at that big ass. Damn. Big juicy booty. Look at that big ass.
Twerking, ta 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 like a tamale.
I've seen a back and forth turn pretty nasty, I'm gonna say.
You look like you've been crying.
You keep spinning things. You're the ones that are sitting around and trying to get a reaction out of me. And then when I stopped giving you reactions, you fabricated falsified stories, falsified emails, acted on my behalf, pretended to be me because they.
Well, the problem is it's more than about you and me, Liam, because you're striking a Lossy, you've struck Nasser, you've
and
struck
I will
Smiller.
strike anyone who continues to steal my content. All you do is sit around and play.
All fun. Do you wanna have fun? I said, but one. You should start running far, but it's a tyrant. In the thing you will find, and you love to watch him tell lies over. So we'll be very mad and eat that. He will go as a heart. I said, oh man. That's a wait for this life when you know you're watching him cry. It's like you're screaming with an EMCA, straight out your tunnel with an EMCA. Don't try to monetize, he will take copyright, and he's doing the for the bike. It's like you're screaming with an EMCA, straight out your tunnel with an EMCA. He will fill a report at his previous report, and his home will be swept by gold.
Already reported me to Nintendo because they don't understand the difference between my property and fucking Golden Sun. They're that retarded. Oh, you didn't know I knew about that, John?
What?
Oh, look at that in your face. Oh, whoa, Liam might know more than I. Oh, I'm here.
Liam, I've never reported your campaign to
John,
anybody.
You're fucked, mate. You are fucked. I am going to bury you. I'm going to bury you and all of these parasites that have been trying to destroy my life for years and have been actively preying on the customer and creating outrage and manipulating.
Liam, this is psycho.
You
Stop it.
are a parasite.
His friends are screaming with an EMCA. Take that the tunnel with an EMCA. Don't try to monetize. He will break copyright and he's doing the for the spy. His friends are screaming with an EMCA. Take that the tunnel with an EMCA. He will fill a report and he's bringing to court and you hope it's swat by gold.
Fight me, John.
Fight you?
Set up in a ring, no gloves, and I'll take down the strike. There you go. And I will clear my name there, and that'll be the end of it.
Clear your name of what? You're the only one making accusations.
Yeah, right. But you guys need to go the fuck away and let me work. And John, you've got to fight me. Or
I'm not going to fight you,
down.
dude.
I know you're not, because you're a pussy and you're a coward. I want the blood on my fucking hands of this fat loser. Thanks for your time.
Oh man, that was something good. Oh, I like that. All right, thank you, Liam. By the way, again.
Freedom, I got a broken point of view. I'm a son of a bitch.
Yeah, all right, everybody. Hello. Welcome to Comic Artist Pro Secrets, the Comicsgate live show on a lovely Sunday, a Sabbath day of the Lord, as my father used to say. And I pray for all of you. I want you to know on this beautiful Sabbath day, I pray for each and every one of you in the chat. Some of you need my prayers more than others, but Narwhal and B.A. Turner, these two fellows, they do not. They do not need my prayers. They're blessed far beyond any of our imaginings. How are you today? How about B.A. Turner? Holy cow! How are you, my friend? What's up?
I'm good. How you guys doing?
Pretty happy. Narwhal?
I'm good. I might have food poisoning. I'm starting to get the shivers. I put this big coat on. I'm like shivering. But good to see you guys. Ethan and BA, how's it going?
Are you okay? Like, is the heat out where you are? Is it cold?
No, I actually should turn the heat on. I will do that. I'll be right back.
I've never seen anything like this. Narwhal, what the hell? BA, I worry for this guy. You know, it's like when it gets cold in his house, he does what people might have done in the early 1930s, which is to put on more clothing, put on a scarf.
I mean, that's dedication. He thinks he's got food poisoning, and here he is. I mean, that's a dedicated comic creator
I
right
thought I
there.
just had food poisoning, but maybe it's just cold. Maybe I don't have food poisoning.
What would make you think you had food poisoning?
I don't know. I just ate some canned ham, and it was like not the tastiest thing.
What was it, like spam or was it something else?
Yeah, I mean, it tasted like spam, but it's called canned ham. So
what brand was it? Like Hormel or something? Or do you have a brand name that we can avoid?
I'll go get it. I'll be right back.
Okay. I don't know. There's something about canned ham that worries me. Again, Narwhal is living like it is the 1930s, B.A. Turner. He is, Depression era Cinderella man, Cinderella Narwhal. Off on his own, a little cold outside, a little nippy, opening a canned ham, slicing it into the frying pan, putting on a nice jacket in his own home. You okay?
Yeah. So it's just called cooked ham.
Wait, is that another one that you have, or is that the same one that you were eating?
This is the one. So I put it back down, but I can clip it up. You can see what it looks like. It looks kind of like spam. Smells kind of salty and spammy, a little bit like cat foody. Kind of gross. It's like slowly kicking in.
I worry about Narwhal. Here's the thing. The worst thing about all of this is that I send McDonald's to like people like Shane Davis. What if I sent you McDonald's? Would you be happy with McDonald's instead of having to eat? I don't know if it's actually a lateral kind of move, but
yeah. Well, right now I don't have an appetite because of the cooked ham upsetting my stomach. But
McDonald's, I'm loving it.
That's the commercial right now. Right now, I have food poisoning. I'm not really feeling that well, so I'm not sure if I'm in the mood for McDonald's, but possibly. Narwhal, of course, is the creator of Hotel Story, a bunch of things, actually. You've been around creating amazing comics for the indie scene for years now.
Yeah, many thanks to you and Richard Meyer. I kind of got me my start, and I quit the Fred Meyer Deli. I've raised over $500,000 in crowdfunding since then. This is the latest Narwhal joint, 124 pages, full story, a gory horror romp. Try saying that 7 times fast, but that's what it is. If you like that kind of stuff, like the number one thing it's most like is Dead Alive by Peter Jackson. If you remember that kind of classic.
I love that.
Yeah, it's a lot like that.
Gas for the Lord. I love that. God, that movie was great. I used to watch that movie twice a year. Have you ever seen it, B.A. Turner? You ever see Peter Jackson's Dead Alive?
No, not yet.
Okay,
it's free on YouTube, so everyone check it out. It's great.
Is it free on YouTube?
Yeah, his first 3 movies are free on YouTube for some reason. Meet the Feebles is another one they're all good.
Yeah, Meet the Feebles is a perverse version of the Muppet Show. B.A. Turner. He got
Nice.
Peter Jackson. Peter Jackson received he won an art award in New Zealand for like it was like a grant. We're going to give you $2 million to make a film because you seem like a good up and coming filmmaker. They were right about that. But what he did was he took that budget and he made a bunch of heroin addicted versions of the Muppets. He made them into whores. He made them into drug addicts. He basically made them into scumbags who eat feces and things. And then he had a big show called Meet the Feebles. There was a fox who sang a whole big song about anal sex. I've shown that before. You remember that, Narwhal? Meet the Feebles?
Yeah, I forget the lyrics, but I remember the fox singing about it.
He went, sodomy. You may think
Yeah,
it's very
yeah.
odd of me.
Because they need him to like do a fill in too, because they lose the original. So he comes in and he does this one song he's been wanting to do, but they never let him. So he finally squeezes it in.
Yeah, it's been his pet project for a long time to sing a song, in between down a staircase that has giant phallic objects, like penises on either side, like railings that shoot smoke out of the tips, white smoke, while he sings about sodomy. And it is, it's a. Well, I think that the people who granted Peter Jackson that money felt hard done by, as it were. They felt ill-used by Peter Jackson. Now, how many times have I given you guys money and you've turned around and made gay pornography with it? You produced it a lot of times. A lot of times. So I understand how they must have felt. Pull it up, says DJ. I don't know. It's really disgusting. Let me see. In the chat, we've got some good friends here. We got Matt 6 Bar, says Rod Stewart's Forever Ham. Force Goes Fabio is here. We've got Kevin Ryan. So many good friends of ours. All right. So hello to everyone. Hello. So Narwhal's Hotel Story. Also, tonight, we will be looking at Vigilante's Creed. 2 novels and a mini comic by our friend B.A. Turner. We're just going to call him B.A. Turner. His name is Brent.
Either's good.
B.A. You know what B.A. stands for? Stands for badass.
Oh, yeah.
That tracks.
Everybody knows that. Badass.
I'm going to put my ham away while this plays. I'll be right back.
Now, hold on a second, Brent. Did you draw this?
I did not. This is most of the artwork's by Corey Barton, and I think he might even be in the chat. So, yeah.
Why isn't Corey
Barton brothers
in here? Why didn't he come in here and join us?
I'm not sure. Maybe he's available.
Well, that's not a good reason for him not to come in here. Corey Barton, why don't you come in here and account for yourself? This artwork is really, really good. This is kick-ass.
Yes, it is.
Whoa. Whoa. That's not Corey.
That's Joe Ball.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
Vigilante's Creed. An epic tale of what?
Oh, well, it's about a gargoyle and a team of vigilantes fighting terror and mind control in Detroit.
Let me find out if you're right about that. Vigilante's Creed is, this is called The Pitch. Vigilante's Creed is a high-octane tale about a gargoyle named Dread Knight and his team of vigilantes. Fight, you spelled fighting wrong. See what I mean? Right here. Terror in Detroit. Terror headed by a man named Incubus who has unearthed the Nazi-era mind control serum. Oh, I wish I could find that. If I could find a Nazi-era mind control serum, I would most definitely use it.
Yeah,
I don't know
pretty
if that
much.
would make me a villain, but I'd use it. I mean, I would use it to. Narwhal's next book will be called Trichinosis, says Kevin Ryan. Shame on you. I would most definitely use it to reprogram society. I think. I don't think I would program them towards Nazism. I wouldn't do that because I'm against that. But I would make them less annoying. I think that's what I would do.
Yeah, ever so slight brainwashing just to make people just slightly less annoying, less retarded. That could be nice. Like they don't have to agree with you, just don't be terrible pieces of shit.
Yes, that's all I'm asking. Filled with Lovecraftian vibes, biblical lore. What kind of biblical lore? What is in here?
Well, since gargoyles, with a lot of Catholics, they believe that they put them on the old Gothic churches as a symbol to be so intimidating to keep evil creatures or evil spirits out of the church. I took that and kind of leveled it up and tied it into an archangel and a biblical grimoire.
Oh, what?
So
What's a grimoire?
It's like a magic book. So it has spells and, in this case, it's tied to an archangel, and it's actually it was written by the scribe of that archangel.
I love that song. Archangel, Archangel, will you be mine? Remember that song, Narwhal?
I was like, is that the one you're singing?
Yeah, it's in
I thought it's
Back to the
Earth
Future.
Angel, but yeah, Archangel.
Oh, Archangel. All right. Oh, what is this? So, Vigilante's Creed puts gargoyles back on the fiction map and provides readers with the most immersive reading experience they've ever had. Yeah, we need our immersion. Both novels sent 100 complete, and the mini comic will be completed before October of 2023. It's now October of 2023.
Yep. I will be fulfilling in the next 3 weeks, so I'm just prepping everything right now, and then everything will be in the mail.
I love it. It's great. This is great news. Yeah, I've seen this book all around, and the artwork looks impressive. How did you get Corey Barton to join you on this escapade?
Well, when I first started getting kind of introduced to CG and some of the artists, I was just browsing people's pages, trying to find something that kind of had the right feel for monsters and the type of story I wanted to tell, and came across Kozar. So from Corey and Clayton, and reached out to both of them, and Corey was interested in doing the line work, the inking, and the coloring, and so had him do the first cover for the first novel, and just absolutely loved how he brought the gargoyle and the antagonist there, Incubus, to life, and just got hooked and had to keep getting art so that I could introduce all of the characters from the story.
Did you do any? What did you do before this? Like, what's your history as a writer been?
Well, I started writing these two novels about 7 years ago, so that's really when I got into kind of the creative space. So it took me about 5 years to write those two novels, and along that time I was also getting more and more into comics and comic book movies, and that's what spurred that desire to do a mini comic and now start to get ready to do full comic issues. But I've always been a corporate guy my whole life, essentially, unfortunately.
What do you mean a corporate guy?
I work in big business, so I'm in like med devices, stuff like that.
Oh, that's cool.
So not so fun day job, but yeah.
Yeah, this is a much better day job to have. I hope you can do this for a day job. Look at these guys with their guns lighting up this demon. Like, this looks like it's alive to me. This is why I like Corey Barton.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just
exactly.
Yeah, that coloring is great. I like this kind of packaging business plan for novels too, to get like kind of a lot of art to go with them. So it's almost becomes a little more like a visual novel if you combine it all together. Because novels traditionally haven't done the greatest in CG, but it is like a great thing to expand into.
Wait, this isn't a comic book. This is an illustrated novel.
Well,
yeah, it's
no,
more like a visual novel.
Yeah, it's kind of unique. There's, two just normal prose novels, but, they're oversized in comic book, size with, gloss laminated. covers. But what I did is I did a separate 15-page mini comic that is in comic book format with panelization, 2-page spreads, etc. But they play out kind of like massive trading cards where I introduce all of the major and supporting characters with key information, statistics about them. So as people are reading the novels, they can then see these key scenes and ingrain the imagery for these characters in their mind. So as they're reading, it plays out more like a film and they can focus on the actual scene and the prose. So it's different. It's meant to basically make it an immersive novel reading experience, but also provide 15 pages of art for the folks that really want that immersive, art side of things, and to give people kind of a warm up and a taste to what they can expect quality wise from the art and the presentation for when I do full comic issues with this storyline.
Indiana Jeremy goes, Ethan finds out it's a proper book and then drops his support. Now listen. Well, that's not true at all. Storm D says Ethan gained what John supposedly lost. Oh, you mean a brain, intelligence, IQ points? Listen, how dare you? By the way, I'm wearing one of my new Comicsgate t-shirts that I'm shipping out. We got the Comicsgate gear. I got my Comicsgate hat on right now. I'm fully Comicsgated, Narwhal. Now, listen, I would like to send you something, but I don't know if it would be warm enough for you.
Oh, yeah. I already have the Cyberfrog sweatshirt, and I love it. Me and my buddies wear that, but I might take you up on some swag. I don't know.
We need a CG flannel.
You need a Steal My Look meme, Ethan. You've seen those?
Ooh. Yeah, Steal My Look, and then it'll take you right over to my eBay store or something like that. All right, so all right, this is great. Vigilante's Creed. I'm going to read this. I'm going to do a reading of this book, Brent. You're in trouble now. What if I did a reading of this book? Would you be mad?
No, absolutely not.
All right, well, we'll see. We're going to go. We'll give that a read. But in the meantime, back Vigilante's Creed, 2 novels, and then you've got the mini comic there. And let's support this. This is like more kind of Iron Age than anything else that I usually support. Doing a novel, a little bit like what our friend Razor Fist mostly does over there.
Yeah,
Right.
and one thing too is, I want to make sure that, all of my team members get as much exposure as possible. The whole team is CG. It is, Corey Barton, as you saw, Joe Ball did a variant cover, Skunk Artworks did a variant cover, Elliot Rodriguez, who's an up-and-coming guy out of Peru, he did some of the interior pages as well as one of the prints, and then Von Klaus did the trailer. So tried to get as much of the talent put together and try to also get as many eyes on their projects as well, because it's been a fantastic experience working with all those guys. I can't speak highly enough about any of them. They're awesome.
They're really good people around here. We got some super chats. Comic Book One, who is one of the coolest guys. Really appreciate him. Ethan, I got my Hall of Heroes Presents Zero Salamandroid variant in CGC 9.8 in the mail this weekend. That must have been expensive. Holy cow. Hey, guys, look at this. Corey Barton's here.
Oh, hey, brother.
Hey, Corey, what's up, man?
What's up, legend? How you doing? We're just looking at your artwork. We're inspecting it closely.
Awesome. Yeah, I saw. I didn't expect Turner to be on the show today. So
Corey draws hot babes, too.
Does he really?
Yeah.
We're going to have to get some of your work up here. Toki Deathhammer says, hey, Ethan, good job today. What did I do? And then thumbs up. 200 Watt Studio says Narwhal may have AIDS too. See how he spelled that? AIDS.
I'm on brand.
Cars and Depth says BA, why Detroit?
Yeah, that's because I actually grew up in Michigan. I spent about 15 years in the Detroit area due to work. So all the locations in this are legitimate, as well as the directions. The building you see in the background there is the Michigan Central Station, which is well known for harboring homeless folk and drug traffickers and all of that fun stuff. So there's a lot of appropriate locations when it comes to corruption and bad stuff. So.
Corey, did you have to come over to the United States and do a corruption tour to get reference to draw all of the desolate, miserable places in Detroit?
I made him sleep there for 2
He
nights.
sent
It was
me
no big
bloody,
deal.
references. Sent me like slideshows on all the pages and stuff and what to do. So he's pretty good with that.
Travis Parrick says, BA, be sure not to bend the knee. You got to make sure not to bend the knee around here. Always
I've
stay
heard.
defiant. FKA 322 says, Ethan, who's a bigger Phillies fan, you or the person who runs All Caps Comics? About equal. I think we're equally big Phillies fans. Tomorrow, Narwhal. You don't understand. We went up against Phillies in the playoffs against the Atlanta Braves, who are the number one team right now. Everybody's like, the Braves. We went in there. Philadelphia goes in there, and we won on a fluke. We were like wild card. We won enough games to make it into the playoffs, essentially, just barely. And we go in there to Atlanta, and we shut them out with our third best pitcher. First game, shut him out 3-0. Oh, it was amazing. I was impressed by it. The guy who runs my Twitter, or girl runs my Twitter, was also impressed by it.
So tomorrow's game 2?
Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do because we got Comicsgate Kings. I don't want to miss Comics. I don't want to miss Comicsgate Kings or the Phillies. I'm going to have to watch both at the same time. It's going to be terrible. Alex VRB says, thank you for supporting and promoting CG creators as always, Uncle E. Definitely get Corey to show off some of his Andromenoids artwork. Did I pronounce that right?
That's it.
Where is it?
Andromenoids.
Where is this Andromenoids artwork?
I've been posting it up on my Twitter.
Pull it up.
See if I...
And also, while we're here, let's remind you, I pinned this to the top of the chat. Our friend Narwhal, your friend Narwhal, his hotel story campaign.
Yeah, me and Jared animated this.
Synthesize.
You must be hamming it up for a big tip.
Sin, the, size. 3 simple syllables. They may not mean much to you now, but by the end of this night, they will.
There's a witch in this hotel. My mission is to stop her. Could mean certain doom for many if she completes her spell.
We're bringing that knowledge back with us to the real world, but we're giving it a special touch.
Don't suppose I know you.
Adrian,
You're a famous party pooper.
at your service.
Hotel story. Yes, Narwhal, you did it again. You are the greatest.
Thanks for sharing that. And yeah, it's a collaboration with Jared Jewell. He's an amazing cartoonist. I've known him for over 10 years. Been working with him behind the scenes kind of a lot as I got more into CG. He's the colorist on Cerberus and on Earthbound Grand Prix. So he's kind of become my colorist, but then this is him cartooning, and we animated this together. We're working on an animated short together that's completely separate from everything else, but we're trying to expand into that world a little bit. We're learning as we go. We learned a lot from doing that trailer, but it did turn out kind of fun. And the book is like a full, complete story, like a lot of my stuff, like watching a movie. Kind of a lot of people read it in one sitting, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, man, I've read your books. I usually take them out into the sunshine, and I just kind of enjoy them out there. I get a nice drink, get a nice 7-Up and Seagram 7 blended whiskey, and I have a nice drink, and I enjoy your work immensely. It is a very fun, and I would use the word immersive read as well. Just
Thanks.
disappear into your whole universe and your way of thinking. You're an
I remember
amazing
you told
artist.
me you liked Foreign Agent and read it outside, and and when it's the uniform art style that at first is like not everyone loves it even, and Hotel Stories like this too, but it's like you kind of start thinking in that art style, like if they're referencing other stuff in the world, you can picture it in your head. So that is kind of an immersive part of it, and then it can actually grow on you, which is a fun point of the interactivity with the comic, is like to have the art style actually kind of grow on you is like a fun
It
experience.
comes alive. Like it starts to seeing it animated is interesting because it literally does animate itself in your mind when you're reading. You are a profoundly good artist, an amazingly good artist whose artwork is. I think I've compared your artwork to sort of like the same effect, the same kind of like surprise effect that it has on your mind and your eyes. Remember those like posters that used to be in the mall and you'd stare at them long enough and then you'd
Yeah.
see there's a boat in there.
Yeah. Tom
Those
Tuttle
never
says
work.
that too. Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I
Yeah,
appreciate the kind words, Ethan. Thank you. And
it's
it's
the same
great.
kind of thing. Very simple
Yeah.
drawings to just start to breathe and everything. So here's what we got. We got Hotel Story graphic novel. This is what people wait, why is it 22% off? Can you please take this sale away so that people have to pay full price?
Well, Indiegogo makes you put in a real price, so I always just put it higher. So it's all
No,
the real
you don't
price
have to
is.
do that. You can leave that blank.
Oh, well, maybe I'll leave it blank from now on. But the real price is 27. 35 is like a fake too much price.
How could it be how could it be discounted though? Because it's a crowdfunder. You're raising money. You're not. So
Yeah.
all right, look, we got to get rid of this and make everything full price. Let's do that for like tomorrow. So tonight is the last night that you'll be able to get a Hotel Story graphic novel for $27. That's what I'm telling them, Narwhal.
Okay.
All
It
right.
might be 27 tomorrow as well, but it won't be a certain percentage off. It'll just be that's the price.
Right. Hotel Story and then the O Bowl. What is the O? Is this another your boy Zach Looney Tunes thing here?
No, but
Another one of
it's
his
like
crackpot ideas that he's
it could
dragging you
almost
into.
be like that. He and I are working on another project too. It's
Oh
very
no,
exciting.
no.
Yes.
I'm just kidding.
I'm very excited. I love his
Right.
emails when he sends me in the middle of the night. He's excited about an idea. But this is Jared Jewell's solo book, 48-page haunting horror mixed with cartoon and like a little humor. Again, he balances humor and horror in a very special way. I'm a huge fan of Jared. So this is just like featuring, you can get the combo, you get his original singular work as well as Hotel Story, which is his and my collaboration.
Wonderful. And then here you can get the making of. You get everything and a book called The Making of.
Yeah, we have hundreds of emails because we wrote the whole thing in emails, so it's fun for anyone interested in that process. That will be published similar to like the Narzac stuff with just like sharing the emails, sharing the early art, and it's going to be 64 pages because there's so much content. But people interested in the making of stuff should definitely pick that up too.
Okay. So those are the 3 tiers that you can choose from. Of course, I would say choose this one here and get everything, but the least you can do is to offer Narwhal $27 today. The poor guy is eating ham out of a can right now. I want you to understand. And
Is he actually?
Crystal, it's like
Something else. Oh god.
Oh, no.
So I got that ham from the food bank because I've been going to the food bank because groceries are so expensive and my house
Mhm.
payments are kind of high. So I'm just cutting back on some stuff. And it's like beggars can't be choosers. So I'm just like, I guess I'll take this canned ham. I would never buy that under normal circumstances. So I've
Mhm.
had it above my fridge for like a month and I'm like, I'll try this ham out. And I'm like, God, it was disgusting. And now I feel sick. Stupid food bank.
Oh, no.
All right, so you got to help Narwhal. You understand? It's not as though. By the way, and Narwhal should know better because he used to slice up like fine ham and other meat products, deli products. So how bad? When you look at that, you go, "I would never slice you." Like when you cut that, like when you open that
Oh,
can,
no.
you look at it and go, "I would never put you on a sandwich." Like I would never do that. This is disgusting. And you're eating that. You're subsisting on that so that you can make great artwork. Meanwhile, guys like Corey Barton are living in luxury. Look at him over there. He's got everything. He's got the best of the Curse of Spawn behind him. How is there a book
Oh,
called
yeah.
The Best of the Curse of Spawn?
It's a pretty good one. It's like all in black and white ink work.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I guess the colorist must feel like an asshole. You know what I'm saying, Corey? By the way, Corey, the chat is saying that I need to haze you. You're like
Haze me.
you're
Oh,
Jimmy
no.
Reyes. They said they compared you to Jimmy Reyes and said that you need to be hazed in order to loosen up and feel like you need to fit in. I don't know if that's true.
Fair enough. How badly did you haze Jimmy?
So bad. We beat the shit out of Jimmy, but he's so great. I mean, he fits right in now. We loosened him up. You have to kind of
Yeah.
pound him out like a piece of chicken.
Well, and Jimmy redrew maybe his entire comic, and he improved so much. He's like insanely.
He's
Oh
so
yeah.
good. Yeah. Yeah.
Those new pages look great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This guy's always willing to help.
You let your tiger out. So, the territory. Many guess it. You let your tiger out.
What up?
What up?
What up? What was that? Budweiser? Who did that? What's that?
What's up? I don't know. I saw that. Where did I see that? They used to do that on Ricky Gervais's version of The Office. What's up? I love that. What's going on today, Shane Davis?
Not a lot. Everybody's still sick. And then it turns out they're just sick of me.
Well, you know what? Nobody here is sick of you. Everybody here loves you. We're happy to see you.
All right.
Normal. Let's get physical. Let's get the physical perks here for the incredible Vigilante's Creed. Two novels and a mini comic. All right, let me pay attention to Shane Davis, who has just joined us for the first time in ages. Shane, how come your camera's off?
I know I'm drawing, so I was at my drawing table when you sent me the link.
What are you drawing?
A very complicated sequence in a Glorious Rex 2.
Like multiple panels, or is it like one?
No, it's a double page spread, but it's like a transition level change type situation I can't talk about. But it's a big moving big characters into new terrain type situation.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Are there vehicles and lots of
No, that's what's fun about it. See, now I'm not going to play the guessing game. There's no vehicles. See, that's enough. I've said too much already. There's no vehicles.
Why is that too much? I'm not
That's
asking
too
for
much
detail.
information. I'm going to give away. I'm going to take the zing out of. I'm going to take the fizz out of the pop. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah, It's gonna go flat before people even see it.
Narwhal, what are you working on today? Watch how Narwhal answers this question compared to you.
All right.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just drawing. I was drawing fan art for marketing today. I can share my screen.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me see what you're doing, and then we're gonna look at Corey Barton's artwork.
Cool.
I drew Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop, and then I drew Mario back here doing like the John Woo jump. Or whatever.
That's adorable.
And I'm gonna post it tomorrow and see. I'm kind of doing this scheme of this is like a heartless scheme to try and bring people into Comicsgate, like any like anime fans or something like that. You know, anyone like Cowboy Bebop? I'm also selling a comic. Do you like comics?
Yeah, maybe you'll like my comic if you like Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah. Do you like Mario, like doing the John Woo jump kind of thing?
I do.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll like a Hotel Story.
Yeah. See, that's preaching to the choir, though. Ethan already loves it, and so. But I got to find those people that don't even know.
Yeah. Hey, did anybody see the new? Did Camel Moon release the new Hail Salad, or was he lying about that?
I thought he said it's coming up.
I thought he said it was coming up like immediately, and I have not seen any new Hail Salad from Camel Moon. And believe me, I've been looking. He did announce this though. November 1st, he's going to put out a Blu-ray. Can he even put out a Blu-ray? How do you put out a Blu-ray?
No, you can go through like a couple different like production, like to get a Blu-ray made.
Phil says it premieres on the 30th, so it hasn't been released yet.
Oh, so October 31st says Rise Above. He's going to put out the new and final Hail Salad, which is another thing. Like, you know what? Don't end it. It's working out so well. Don't you think, Shane, or no?
I don't know. I haven't seen an episode in like I can't remember the last time I watched an episode.
The comic is cool. It's cool how everyone speaks like you guys do in real life or whatever. Like Ethan's character talks like Ethan, and that's a lot of fun to read for that reason.
Well, it does talk like me because it is me. He takes my voice and then he takes it out of context, and he does that to all of you guys, and none of you guys are crying about it, and you should be crying about it.
You think we're going to get royalties on the Blu-ray?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm ready to take him to court. Like, I want royalties. You used my voice, and it's copyrighted and trademarked to me. Here's Camel Moon now. He says, I wouldn't say it's out of context. You shut up, Camel Moon. Where are you? Why aren't you in here right now defending yourself? Hail Salad, the complete series. Here's the whole thing. I'll watch one episode of Hail Salad, and we'll just I just want to remind myself if this is any good. Shane, was it good?
When I was in it, it was good.
All right, let me see. Are you in this one?
I don't know.
Camel Moon on YouTube. After the episode, check out the Indiegogo campaign and the new Prestige Format edition of the Hail Salad comic book. With
Andrea made me back this campaign. I want you to know that. Like, she goes, when are we getting our copy of Hail Salad and the little figurines? I said, never. She said, what do you mean? I said, I'm not backing Camel Moon's, attempt to make me look gay. And she goes, why not? She goes, I thought you would have backed that. I want those figurines and I want the comic. And I
That's
said,
great.
I know. And so I had to back the campaign. And she's like, I go, well, what? I'll back it at like the $25 level. She goes, no, the big level where you get everything.
High roller Andrea.
Yeah, it's just like, what the hell? Like, what do you? Oh. So even my wife wants me to be made fun of.
exclusive cover by Charlie Snogans. This tier comes complete with an oversized glitter sticker and a signed print. Thanks for watching.
Whose voice was that?
Hang on, is Charlie Snogan still around?
Huh? What?
Is Charlie Snogan still around? Like, where is he at?
Is he dead?
He did the two-handed ambidextrous drawings. And yeah, I haven't seen those in a while, but those are
maybe he is dead, like a candle that burned at both ends, like he drew.
Corey Barton knows him real well.
He had half life because he drew with both hands.
Corey, have you heard from Charlie Snogans?
No, I don't think so.
Oh my
Where's
God.
his body? Where did you leave his body?
I don't know. I'm in Australia. I guess we have a lot of places to bury people in Australia.
I bet you he starved to death, Ethan, because he was drawing with both hands. He never took time to feed himself.
Yeah, that's
or he ate cooked ham.
His book
From a
came out.
can.
He did his. Okay, here's a question. What do you do when somebody has a campaign for a comic book and the title is really, really bad? Like, it's just bad. And like bad in the sense that how it's already going to be made fun of.
You never tell them. You never
tell them.
You bury that shit deep because you told them. Because you told them, and they didn't change it. So what was the point?
Yeah, he got
But
mad.
now
At
I'm
me.
curious, what are you talking about? Because that would help.
Well,
Is there an
Clint
example?
Stoker, he had a book called Fatal, but he spelled it Fat L, which means you know what I mean? It was Fat L. Like, this book is going to be a Fat L, like a lose.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's all it said. It didn't say fatal. It said Fat L. And I said
Yeah.
to him, like, there's got to be another way.
Oh, like abbreviation?
Yeah, you know how people do this, like L, you lose.
Yeah. But I mean, like, he did the abbreviation of his title, and it was like fat and then an L.
Yeah, it was fat. The word fat.
Oh, okay,
and then
gotcha.
L, Fat L.
Mhm.
And I said, dude,
Probably not the best marketing wise.
there's another one, and there's another one that's coming out right now from somebody else, and I swear to God,
Bite your tongue.
there's another one, and
Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Shane, do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't. I can only imagine.
I could guess, but yeah.
Which one it might be that I'm referring to that has a title that is like going to
Boy Island.
Boy Island. See, and that wasn't even asking for it. That was Wonder Island.
Oh yeah.
Oh no. And I'm just like, I can't get involved. Can I get involved? Like, is it better to get involved and be like, hey, pump the brakes, retitle this? Or do I
I
not
guess
do
you
it?
could go like behind the scenes and talk
No,
to
but
them.
even if I go behind the scenes, like people could get mad. I know Comicsgate by now. I know what they're gonna say. All right, hold on a second. I'll put it in the private chat chain.
All right, let me see it.
Okay.
Maybe this person has a fix.
No, yeah, I can see why that could be a problem.
There might be
That's funny.
something lost in translation. I mean, they are, from another country.
Okay, all right, don't. But I mean,
Yeah.
What do we do, guys? As a community, what do we do?
Put them on a watch list. Put them on a watch list.
No, I don't want any more. I don't want to be made fun of anymore, and I don't want any more trouble.
Problem is,
Yeah.
if it's already launched, it's kind of tough to change it at that point. Maybe
Has
I
it
don't
already
know.
been launched? I mean,
yeah,
so.
Yeah, it has, right?
Yeah.
I mean, at least with this one, when you see the art, like you get it. Like,
Yeah,
it makes sense. Where there's other ones where you still don't even know what the hell the name or the character, what their name stands
Can you imagine
for.
if that book made it into a book fair and your kid brings the list home and it just says that on the list?
Yes, I can't imagine it. That's the problem. I totally can't imagine it. I
like that person a lot too.
I so much. I like them so much.
I would have advised them against that for sure. But nobody came to me. Nobody said, Shane, what do you think about my name and my book? Nobody,
Yeah. No, it just popped up out of nowhere. Like, I have no idea. Like, Guy from Red Bank says, Ethan, I sense jealousy. Just because Clint Stoker body shamed you doesn't mean it's a bad title. Fat L is a brilliant title, so show your support. I did show my support. Okay. Perfectly happy to do so.
Yeah. Where's Clint?
Nothing wrong with constructive criticism.
Wait, is that why we don't see Clint around anymore? Is that why?
Clint Stoker told me to go F myself, but so did Camel Moon, and he's still here. Hi, Camel Moon.
I'll leave. Sorry.
No, stick around. Dude, you look great, man. You look like it's like 1969. You look like, when you started here, it was like the mop top version of yourself, like the early Beatles version of Camel Moon, and now it's like the 1969 Let It Be version of Camel Moon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't know what I'm saying. You're not a Beatles fan.
No, I think it's the glasses.
You look like you should be rolling around. No, it's the beard and the hair. You look like you should be rolling around with a sheepdog and Linda McCartney. Camel Moon, we are going. Camel Moon, what do you think about the idea of if somebody has a book that has a title that could lead to? Do you intervene at that point? Did you hear the conversation?
You can't. You can't. There was a book I wanted to back last year so bad, and I couldn't because I couldn't stand the title.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to do. So I'm just like, hey, buddy. I don't know what to tell you.
I did that to Ryan Word Nerd Palmer, and we still have beef over that. Where I just said,
because they think it's good, right? And so it's like you don't want to crush their dreams or anything.
Right.
You could do. It's like when someone has like kind of a butterface girlfriend or something, It's just like, well, hey man, if that works for you, that's cool. Like I don't need that.
If you just say that about the title. Yeah, if
that
it
should be
works
the
for
name
you,
of the
man.
book.
You do
It's
you.
the Butterface.
Just nod, no words. Just
good luck. Yeah, I guess that's what it is. Like I can't save the world,
But I feel like you should be open to just like general critique as far as like the title. I mean, sometimes there's instances where stuff gets retitled and it actually works a lot better. So
yeah,
I don't think you should immediately go to, into defensive mode.
I think Scott Snyder retitled his book. He was called Noctera. It was Nocturnal, and then turned into Noctera. I think my memory is that. Am I right?
I hear the word nocturnal, yeah, like nocturnal. Just to me, what's the next word after nocturnal?
Emission.
emissions. Yeah, you ejaculate in your sleep, Crystal. And by the way, the Mormon Church, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, told me growing up, and everybody, they told all of us when we were teenagers. They said, "Listen, you're going to want to." There are a lot of people out there that beat off. Okay, there are a lot of people out there who masturbate. That is against God. God doesn't want you to do that. He doesn't want you to pleasure yourself with your hands. So what you need to do?
A hot pocket.
No, not a hot pocket either, or a pipe. Yeah, definitely not. Those things are scalding hot, Shane.
Yeah, but you let them cool off, and then after you're done, you can always feed your roommate.
No.
That's disgusting. No, what?
This is an old meme that's getting brought back from the dead. That was epic when it first got discussed.
Suddenly that ham sounds a lot better. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
By the way, Jay Bomba fan goes, "Y'all talking about my book, Big D Trannies?" No.
Oh my god.
No, that book, like, you get what you pay for with that book, you know. Yeah, nocturnal emissions. That's God. That's God making you come naturally, you know. So you just you go to sleep, you have a nice dream. Hopefully, it's like not a weird gay dream. You know what I mean? Like, that's the worst. Is you're like, okay, so basically, oh my God, like I'm all backed up, and then God makes you orgasm in your sleep. But what if, like, you had a dream where, you know, you were flying through the sky with Christopher Reeves, and it led to something else?
Dude.
Wouldn't you be like, why, God? Why did you
go there?
Like, why, God? Why did you do this? Why did you make me orgasm thinking about Christopher Reeves?
You still have the option. Like, you could say, you know what, this is some BS dream. Let's change the channel and think of something else.
How do you do that when you're dreaming? Can you do that?
Yeah,
No,
I mean, I could do it. I don't know about your gay dreams, but my dreams are
I have intrusive dreams.
Yeah.
No, I've never dreamt anything like that. I'm just saying, like, what if,
right, guys? That's odd.
It was your
right?
friend. He told you all about it.
No, this is just an imaginary scenario where it's like, what if, you know, what if this happened? Or you're just like, supposedly this whole thing it happened because of God. So why is God putting these thoughts in my head and then making my penis ejaculate? That's what I would say to the. That's the question.
He's testing you.
Not me. Yeah. I'm just saying somebody else.
Oh, okay. Right. He's testing your friend. Yeah.
The Donner Uncut takes on a whole meaning. Yeah. I want to apologize to Corey Barton. He didn't ask for any of this.
I'm all good.
He came in here. He's like, "Oh, I'm going to promote my book." B.A. Turner. These two guys are gentlemen. These two guys deserve more respect than they're receiving right now. Those are edibles, CVS. Maybe we'll take some edibles tonight and see what happens. All right. Let's take a look at this. This is Hail Salad episode 8.
My favorite one.
Is it? I just pulled it at random. You know, I was like,
yeah, it's up there. I think my favorite's actually 7 when you guys go to the strip club, but 8's a good one too.
All right, here we go. Look at your logo, also, dude.
For people asking, that's my wife who does the intros. It's not Sheila.
Oh yeah, it sounded like Sheila.
Yeah, no, it's my wife.
Where is Sheila, by the way? Has anybody seen from or heard?
She ran off with some military guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, I think she made the hee-ho out of CG.
Are you kidding me?
No, not even a little bit. I think she moved in with the new dude, and then they just like excommunicated everything. Just kind of put the big silence.
Sheila is gone. Hey, listen, Sheila, you don't always get what you want. Remember what the Rolling Stones said? What, just because Cecil didn't bang you, you're not going to come back here and be a part of this community?
That was my guess.
That's what they said about this other guy. He's like a knockoff Cecil or something. Even dresses up like him. Like, I mean,
what a fucking outrage!
That's a little weird.
Can we call him Siskel?
I was about to call Sheila a stupid bitch, but it looks like Sheila was here. She's still in CG. Camo Moon was lying. She was here last week.
Okay.
All right.
Prove me
Good
wrong.
thing I didn't call her names. I came really close to that. How embarrassing, says BK Brian. You're not kidding. Lethal Diva says, I talked to Sheila. She's still Comicsgate. She's just busy.
She found some more cats that she has to take care of, more than usual.
She's
You're
like
never
a
too busy
young
for CG.
mother. Like, she's a young mother, and she spent hours in live streams and in the chat. What do you mean now she's too busy? Now she's got a boyfriend, so she's doing things?
Yeah, him. Like, I mean, like, they're in a new relationship. They're probably banging like 7 times a day or something.
That's no excuse. Narwhal has food poisoning, and he's here.
I know. That's dedication.
That is true. Narwhal is here. No, Sheila spent like 6 years making an AI of my voice, and now she's too busy? Like, what the hell? Sheila, get back here and do your job. Caleb Reynolds says Shane sounds jealous.
Nah.
As usual. All right, let's get back to the video.
You know, he was like a little bit of a bitch to me, and I was always nice to the guy, so I have like my own personal thing. Blah 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 blah.
I feel like I look good fat.
Hey man, I don't know what's going on, but like, you know, fucking rewind this shit. I ain't wrong.
Oh shit, it's sketch therapy. I forgot all about. Oh,
you know, I saw a sketch in the chat, like when I was on Pop Culture Crisis. He's still around. We had a whole conversation about sketch before we went live.
Are you serious? Yeah, like he is on that show, and they're aware of him. Yeah.
Evidently, they take note of him over there. They maybe treat him a little better than we did. I don't know.
Here's the whole thing about sketch therapy. Like, first of all, we love sketch therapy over here. Sketch therapy is great. I don't care what he says or what he does. He's still like, I put up with so much stuff from him, so much grief. You know what sketch isn't here for anymore? This is why he left. Because he said, you're starting to treat Smiller like a human being, and he's not a human being. He's a scumbag. He's all these things.
He kind of had a point.
I agree with you, Sketch. How am I treating Mike I think I treat Mike.
You fed a starving dog.
Yeah, like he was like you're gonna invite him back in, or I can't remember what it is, but he was angry that I wasn't always dehumanizing Smiller. And I'm just like, you underestimate me, because I really feel like I mostly dehumanize Smiller. Like, at least I'd say like a good 8% of my day is spent, not too much, but 8% of my day is spent dehumanizing Mike S. Miller. But not enough for sketch therapy. So he's not here right now.
He always spelled the F word FOCQ, something like that.
Yeah.
That's what I remember most fondly.
So he wouldn't get in trouble, so he could use profanity on the.
Yeah. I always read it as Al Pacino and Scarface. My fucking get out the fucking.
All right, Camel Moon's effort here. Camel Moon, great. So this is how, when you hear sketch therapy's voice, this is kind of how you see him.
Yeah, it's especially great when I don't know what people look like, because then I have to 100% interpret it. And so that was definitely one where I was like, this is just what I see when he talks.
So he's like a cab driver that won't shut up about
Puerto Rican cab driver. Yeah.
Okay. So I enjoyed 2,000 pounds.
You know what?
I had the flu one day, and then the next day I felt fine, and then the next day after that,
about me, I don't have to like that shit.
it felt like I had leprosy. My lips turned black and fell off.
Me, and I'm like, okay, you're not really trying to help here for drama, but it wasn't talking about how we look at the voting process. Keep it on lockdown. They tried to bring those electronic votes, and we wouldn't have it. We're like,
right, exactly. I wish. Bancroft is in this one. I don't even remember what Bancroft is like on the show.
He's a wizard. He's like a Yeah, you'll see.
He's like a kangaroo or something.
Yeah, he's like a
No. Liam is like a kangaroo guy, I think.
No, he's a koala.
Like, koala, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that a frog noise?
Yeah, it's a croak.
Oh, okay. Can you make this in 3D?
I'm finding ways, like when we put the Blu-ray out, I'm going to have a stretch goal for a movie. And then when I do the movie, I'm going to have to like rebuild the assets to be higher def. So I'm looking into different options.
Yeah, there's got to be a way to just do simple, like, red, blue 3D with something.
Like 3D like that. Yeah, actually, 3D. The Boots and Heels comic, the issue 1, we're offering in 3D as a standalone. So you can go get that now. And I actually have these 3D glasses, so I'm converting the whole book currently into 3D.
Oh, that's wonderful. So I have that because we got our order, and Andrea took it. So
well, that's for the Hail. Oh wait, for Boots and Heels?
Oh no, Hail Salad.
Oh no, for it's only for Boots and Heels right now.
Oh, Boots and Heels. Okay, yeah. All right. Let's see here. Cecil's great.
G'day.
Hold on, let me see who's here.
And been a long time. Great to see you. A statistical zero.
Sketchy, you gonna back down now?
I don't like that guy.
Cecil points out that I owe him $40 because you didn't buy.
No back teeth are finished. We got Ethan here. Hello, Ethan Van Skyver.
Thank God it's Cecil. Cecil, thank you for being here.
Ethan, sorry, buddy.
I live in this man cave.
That'd be good. But thanks for dropping in anyway, Ethan. It's pretty cool. Oh, he's a wizard.
Son of a bitch.
Guys, I swear I didn't snub Ethan, all right?
I'm insulted by all of this.
I hope they put a spell on him. All right, that's it. See you later, guys.
Welcome, Wanger, to the discussion. How are you, sir?
Hey, what's going on?
Wanger's such a gentleman, but he does look like a figure from the past.
This is Doug in Persecution, dying for your sins.
People need to learn to broadcast as well as I do.
Yeah, welcome to the new Doug show. I'm a YouTube god now.
Just fucking incinerate yourself.
Yeah, this is Doug in exile. I'm out here alone. The persecution is real. The martyrdom is real. But most of all, the money and fame is real.
So I feel like I made a deal with God and he reneged.
What the I had something brilliant to say, but I now forgot it.
Cecil, would you listen to a disco remix of Woman is the N-Word of the World? It's just Yoko going into the microphone.
It's a beautiful language.
I had sex with a Vietnamese girl. She kept calling me Charlie, and I'm like, it's Cecil.
It's hard to bump that in your car.
A lot of women, by the way, after they sleep with me, realize that they're lesbians.
What are you, scientists?
I thought about that when I was sitting in the bathtub. I was there in 1982, 1983. I was popping it, locking it, dropping it.
Shitting on a chest.
I was listening to Bon Jovi today, and he likes feces too. He said, I've seen a million feces.
That's clever. The funnier, the better. We appreciate it.
But the other thing is, Cecil came over my house.
Yeah, he likes to fuck, and he likes to film it, and he likes to share it with me.
But the way it's shot is that they zoom into their
butt. You know what I'm talking about, Cecil? Why don't you come over? What are you doing?
Why? Why is everything a living hell?
Yeah, I would say that the 80s were okay, but looking back, I would change a lot of the masturbation pop songs, except for Beat Off.
They had just invented masturbation, so they were really stoked about it.
History has been unkind to the truth tellers. I mean, look what they did to Christ.
That's the problem. It's like a Chinese finger trap. You ever see that?
Yeah, I got my wiener stuck in one of those.
All right, let me swallow this gum.
My cousin was on the other end. It sucked.
It's a real greaseball move to marry a cousin.
What am I going to do? Let someone else fuck my cousin? That's how you entice him.
Can I share my screen for just a moment?
You're looking at erection results.
What do you click on here?
All right, let's watch this video. So are those Nazi salutes?
Things that people said that they believed are true.
Well, because the guy was kind of like a homosexual crack addict who defrauded all of Australia about a space program.
If this is true, bring me Ethan then, Skyler. If this is what he said and it was not a joke, bring him to me. Now. They can say it to my face. Bring me Ethan and John. Bring them to me now.
I'm sorry.
I've taken a day here because it's election day. I'll wait, because I will not abide this.
What the fuck? Ah! Look at this. Look at this freeze frame. He looks like the man that's pissed off that he just found out that Ava Braun's cheating on him.
This is not a joke. What I'm doing is too important. For years, I have been a fucking team player and a doormat. And I've done what needed to do because I needed to take fucking arrows and knives in the back to try and preserve and protect this industry for the future and the people that are coming up here.
All right, so anybody have any thoughts?
Well, I thought the Enterprise was climate controlled.
Fucking hate Star Trek.
Shane wrote to me, "Total Jew, look at that nose."
Shane.
Not anti-Semitic, that's all I know.
But Orange Man bad.
Typical JewTube. Still in my hard-on cash.
What do you think, John Malin?
Baby Osama.
Yeah, like I think he was supposed to fly the 5th airplane on 9/11.
Oh, yeah.
What a bitter man he's become.
That was so good, Camel Moon.
Gleam! Can't wait to get the full box set. You guys remember when Sheila edited the Lean live stream when he was kind of mad at his wife because she wouldn't give him a moment to live stream or whatever? Do you remember that, Ethan?
Yeah.
That was like iconic. That was so funny.
What happened?
Liam's had a few.
Liam got very angry. I think Sheila made a video. Was it Sheila that made the compilation video of that? Yeah. Like a quick. That would have made a good one too. It's almost like Hail Salad needs to continue going on. See if you can find Sheila. I'm gonna see if I can find it.
It takes a lot of time. The last episode we just did, or I just finished, took 350 hours to make. So when I get to, I still have, books to draw. So I've set up. We're gonna launch on November 1st. That's when we're gonna do the Blu-ray campaign, and it comes with all 10 episodes, including the one that you'll see October 31st. And then we'll have a stretch goal, for like what I'm calling the movie, and it's essentially like a 22-minute episode that will be added to the Blu-ray. But it just takes a very long time. So as much as I would love to do them all the time, it just can't.
You're so good at it. Nobody else can do this.
I wonder if for the movie Camel Moon, you could write some dialogue and anyone who's in it would probably say it for you too. So you have even more freedom.
Actually, what I'm looking into is possibly having AI do the dialogue. There was a video that came out where someone like faked Ripa's voice and they put it in. Yeah. So I'm looking at the same AI to do that. So I thousands of hours of edits that I can inject into it. So I'm going to see. I got to see if we even hit the stretch goal. If we don't hit the stretch goal, then it's all for nothing.
Yeah.
But it's just something to think about.
Cool. I like any foray into multimedia. I'm very interested in animation, movies, video games, that kind of stuff.
Oh, that guy doing the puppet show, making fun of Eric July and Nerdrotic. That guy's a fucking genius.
It's so funny. I feel
like, is he custom making those puppets, or is he like just tweaking them?
I don't know.
That's what I'm curious about. Yeah, that's not cheap either, unless you're like a guy.
that is a professional program. Like you can't even hate. I'm like, don't make fun of Eric July. Don't make fun of Nerdrotic. Okay, don't. These are all people that I respect very much, and please don't make fun of them. But at the same time, wow, man, those puppets are great, and whoever's writing the show is pretty sharp. Really, really good. Here is Liam. It's called Liam No Win. Okay, you ready for this?
Watching music. So watching like kids' cartoons and stuff. So be aware that there may be squawking or music. But the cool thing that I've got to show everyone today, the thing that I found that was really awesome is, check it out. I was packing up my hold on. If I just
He's just trying to do a live stream. I love him. I love Liam.
So I came across this. So this is one of my first manuscripts for Xenotype Dreamcatcher. And essentially having to, he has a ton of abilities because, like any protagonist, there's more layers to what's essentially going on than what's on the surface. But I don't want to spoil that too much. You can't really read all this, but because it's too blurry. But shoulders, and does so with poise, grace, and a disinterested sneer.
Oh, it's okay. You have kids, Liam. It's all right.
Sorry, guys. This is sorry. I apologize. Elle's decided she's gonna scream in a big way.
Why don't you scream when she's sleeping, bro?
Yeah, and that would be good. And also, like, it's okay. You don't have to apologize to the 4 people who are watching that you have children who are making noise. I'm sorry, you've come to expect a professional show from us, and can't offer it today because, you know, family.
She's wearing a Rancid t-shirt.
Now the dog and the kid.
I had quiet.
Dog and the kid coming up against him.
Yeah.
Nope.
God, it's like his Legion of Doom.
Can't be done.
Oh.
And now my loving wife's going to take my baby down into the backyard where my dog's going to bark nonstop. Because teamwork, right? Elliot Emmerich says,
I like the conspiracy theory that this is some audio track he found and he's faking a reaction to it from a corner of a room.
Yes.
An endlessly of chaos. So,
I believe that.
Here we go.
He's that clever.
Didn't he? Wasn't he building like a shed studio?
So there's only like the 3 of us here.
Yeah, he did build it, like, but I think it flooded or something. Like, Liam lore is hard to know. Like, it's hard to understand what's true and what isn't, because he keeps a lot of things private. A lot of the things he says are kind of brags. Like, there's a lot of boasting and stuff. And it's like when he went into the liquor store and upturned a bottle of vodka into his mouth without paying for it. He drank vodka straight, just right out of the bottle. You know, that's not true. He didn't really do that, but it's just Liam's lore. It's like, we're not sure. So the idea of him actually like making a track of obnoxious noise and playing it so he could react to it would be great if it were true. I would love to believe that.
Any line art in the stream? Yeah, I'm showing some line art. I showed some line art earlier. I think we're good. Is everyone quiet now? So this is Elliot Emmerich. You don't need to explain. I know they're lying. I've known you my whole life. You don't turn on your friends. You try and try and try, no matter how bad it gets. You don't give in. You can stay here as long as you like, and in time, you'll beat this too. My pen name, and I thought, hey, I can do something on my own. And I was like, what are the aspirational elements of friends and the kind of people you can relate to?
That's the part that makes me think this is fake. Like, I'm gonna usually turn my ringer off, if I'm streaming. Like, I kind of feel like this is a put on.
You think it's a put on?
Yeah, I don't buy it. There's a lot of his stuff. I kind of, it just seems manufactured.
Yeah, it's like Falling Down starring Michael Douglas. You know, it's like kind of scripted almost, but I don't know.
He's so funny. Like I really like. There are times when he makes me angry because, like, I don't know if I'm falling for his shtick or what, but like, this is really, really funny. Like, his behavior it's like a real life kind of Ricky Gervais character.
Yeah, it's like something you'd see on The Office or something.
Yeah.
Now it's funny now that it's been edited. Before it was kind of like painful, like the full version. Like I remember seeing this.
Yeah. What do we do? I mean, I talked to Liam last night. I think Liam is starting to realize he's been had by a whole lot of people who have kind of led him into a pit. And this is the thing. I'm just like, come on back, dude. You're really funny. Like, the thing about you is you're funny. You can come back and be Comicsgate. People will probably back your stuff. At least they'll back it more than they're backing it now. I think he's starting to consider it because I would totally have Liam on my show. I would completely have him on there. He'd be a regular. He'd be great. This is like YouTube
live on stream. I'm sorry, I didn't turn my phone off.
You didn't turn that dog off either.
Yes.
You can see here we've got our basic simple design. This dress is meant to be more of a sky blue. Meant to be more of a sky blue. She was one of the I think she was an indigo child. You're not just someone sitting at a computer. You are special. We have so much power. You are power. You are the way. You just need to purify that power and raise your vibrations. Lord in heaven, please. I can't stream ever. I cannot do this. Why do I have to live this way? I just want to make my comic books. Excuse me for a minute. I'll be right back. I apologize.
He reminds me of right here. You know who he reminds me of? What was I can't say his name. The dude that was in the bachelor party or whatever. When the guys go to Vegas, the road trip.
Oh yeah, Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah. For some reason, like he's got that vibe in this video.
He could, like, Zach Galifianakis could play could play Liam Gray. Like, he could actually do him as a character, you know.
But that's what's weird. That guy is doing what Liam's doing, but making a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like, why can't Liam turn this into money? Like, this is like entertaining. If he just dressed it up a little bit, got a little flair on it, you know?
Shane, right now you're asking the important questions, and I hope that Liam's listening. Liam, Zach Galifianakis is stealing your shtick, and he is making millions out of it. Millions.
He's trying to rub it in.
Like he is. And, you could seriously, reappropriate yourself into making some money off of this stuff. I'd love to help you.
Yeah.
Sorry. Hopefully the dogs will be quiet.
I hope so, yeah.
It's chaos, right? It's chaos. I thought I could do an impromptu fun stream and go over some cool stuff with you.
Oh, by the way, Camel Moon's in the chat. I didn't realize he left.
If you can visualize it, it can be done.
Camel Moon says, sorry, computer froze. Had to bounce. Thanks for having me on EBS. Hey, Camel Moon, we're going to be showing all of your videos leading up to the launch, the November 1st launch of the Camel Moon Hail Salad Blu-ray set, which everybody must back. I mean, this guy's making Blu-rays. Shane, what have you ever done?
Drew comics that rode the New York Times bestsellers list. I don't know.
Cool. Well, why rub that in?
Do jumping jacks, walk up stairs. I do a lot of things.
Yeah. Narwhal has done some things, but he has never done a Blu-ray ever, as far as I know. And he could do a Blu-ray because he's got some great stuff going on. Hotel Story is his current campaign right here. Per Berg, an incredible individual, good friend of ours. You are working with, of course. You're working with Zach again. What are you making this time?
I think it's top secret still, so it's just another Narzak, but it's good. I think people will be excited. People will be stoked. I'm kind of stoked.
Has he ever asked you to work on Jawbreakers, to write a Jawbreakers story with him, or even draw one?
Well, I've kind of mentioned it, and he hasn't totally shot me down, but usually he says no. But so I bug him once in a while. But his thing is any idea that's like more crazy, he will usually come to me with that, like the crazy stuff. And that's kind of that's kind of the Narzak brand, is the craziest ideas from your boy Zach. And they have to still feel like a good idea like a month later, because he'll pitch me and then often I'll get an email a month later and he's like, never mind, I'm not into it anymore. I'm like, okay.
I love it.
That's too funny.
He's an artist. He's something else. All right. So Hotel Story. Everybody should back Hotel Story. And also Vigilante's Creed, 2 novels and a mini comic. We got both creators here right now. We got Brent Turner and we've also got Corey Barton. Let me show you this video that showcases the incredible Corey Barton's artwork.
Joe Ball.
Good job.
Thanks.
You're really good, man. This is let me see. How can we make this bigger? Yeah.
Yeah, this is my Andromenoids book, so it's in a cleaner style.
Look at that. Can you blow it up? Can we look at more detail?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice, dude.
Awesome.
Shane, what do you got to say now, Mr. New York Times bestseller?
Am I supposed to bring up a page?
No, you're supposed to realize that Corey is the man.
Oh my God, Corey is the man coming in off the top rails. Look at this, Corey Barton, flaming elbow. Bam.
Yeah, look at the booty, dude.
Does look good.
Yeah.
Those are the two
really
different
like
kinds
the
of
lighting as well.
What? Hold on a second. You don't like the? Or you do like the lighting?
No, I said I like the lighting.
Oh,
I heard you didn't like it.
That's what I heard.
Like it.
Yeah, I mean, we could be honest here, Crystal.
What don't you like about
Like you
it?
can be crystal clear, Crystal.
No, I love it. It's giving off.
Not really. What do you love about it again, Crystal? Like elaborate.
Like just the flames there. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Who is the color?
I'm doing the coloring and line work.
All right, wait. Scroll up again. I want to point out a hidden message that you put up there, top panel. And don't even say that you didn't do this, because I know that you did. Look at the railings right by the brunette's head. It says and then you look at her ass, which is like See what I'm saying? You see the in a row? And then you have triple X, by the way, right underneath that. Don't think I didn't catch that.
Cover it with your mouse. I think I see where you're pointing, though. Yeah.
You see what it is? So cover. Yeah, I can't do it. He's got to do it because he's the one who's, No. Over all the way to the right-hand side of the page at eye level with the brunette.
Yeah.
Right above her. Okay, see the M's? And then right across from her cell phone, triple X. And then I'm supposed to look at her ass and not have filthy thoughts that are going to get me sent to hell.
Wow.
She's updating her OnlyFans account.
You're really looking into that, EBS.
Yeah. This is listen. There's nothing wrong with subliminal messages that try to mind control the viewer. I do it all the time.
Yeah, you've been caught doing that, writing sex in bushes.
Yeah, of course. There's nothing wrong with it. It's you're trying to kind of engineer a person's thoughts towards something that's pleasant. Oh, look at that, dude.
It looks good. What book is this for, Corey?
It's for Andromenoids. I haven't even got an email list for it yet.
Okay. This is the one. Are you just working on it, or your brother's working on it too?
I'm just working on it myself. I'll probably have Clayton edit it later on down the track to make sure it all prints properly and that.
Keep him away from it. He doesn't draw ass and nipple as well as you do. Or crotch.
No one does.
Yeah. Keep him away from it. Let's just keep it clean and consistent. Or filthy and consistent.
There's nothing clean about that. I was gonna say.
Oh my God! Look at this. Yeah. I mean, listen. This is a comic book that would be enjoyed
That
by.
needs to be made.
Yeah, of course. Who wouldn't back this? You got to be kidding me.
The tradition
Corey
of Michael
Barton
Turner.
book has a babe.
FKA 322 says CG's resident crotch expert. Yeah, I used to think that was Shane.
I hadn't done a coin slot in a while, but yeah.
David L says, when's the last day for Vigilante's Creed?
So it's in demand now, but it'll probably stay in demand for at least another 4 months. Is the plan?
Yeah.
So till February.
There's so much integrity to your work because you draw. First of all, are you drawing by hand or is this digital?
Oh, this is digital. I used to draw traditionally, but it was just too slow for me.
Wow. So you're drawing these beautiful women, and they're Bobs and Vagine. And that's all good. That's important. I'm sorry, Crystal. I know this is very vulgar. But
you're good, dude. You're good, dude. I don't care. This is what comics needs.
You're exactly right. And you're drawing beautiful.
Into it. Nah, yeah. I hear you, Crystal.
What's that shade?
Shane is making implications that,
very sus.
We're on the same team,
Shane, just because she turned you down doesn't mean anything. Guys like you, I know, hold on. The backgrounds are absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Sorry, Shane. Sorry, Crystal. Beautiful, beautiful work. Great perspective. What is the chat saying? I can't even stop looking because I can't even look at the chat because I can't stop looking. Look at the holster on her hip with all of it is good.
Corey, can you go to the one where she's given the okay sign one more time? Do you remember that one?
The sunglasses one?
I think so. Yeah, this one. There's some subliminals here. She's kind of given the okay to a giant peen, if you guys can see that.
I can see it. Yeah.
Narwhal.
Narwhal's exactly right. The building is definitely phallic. It's got two balls.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Great job. So in the chat, what do you think? Is this cool?
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's good.
Everybody approves of what Narwhal has to say. But this is the whole thing. Listen, guys, I used to talk about this when I was working at DC. I said, I want to make 4-dimensional artwork. I want there to be another thing going on underneath the surface. There has to be a whole other subliminal series of messages underneath the story that don't distract you. But once you know that they're there, you see them, you recognize them for what they are. You blur your eyes a little bit, It's important, and I think that Corey here has picked up on that and run with it. Those of you who are interested in Corey's artwork should know that he is currently illustrating Vigilante's Creed on Indiegogo, and you could go over there and back that. The incredible Brent Turner is the writer. That's a nice novella, illustrated novella, I would call it. Damn, dude.
Yeah. This page took me a while.
Yeah, I believe it. I absolutely believe it. All right, let me see. Only gay guys notice the backgrounds on these pages, says David Brohawk Williams. John Kazna says EVS has got the perv voice going on. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Not really, Ethan. You just want to draw phallic objects in books. Well, you're right about that, Manoa. It is fun. Where is Malin? Shane knows where John is. Where's John?
He put on Twitter he went on a trip. He'll be back Tuesday night.
He went on a trip?
With Faye.
Oh.
They took mushrooms in the desert.
That's exactly what I was thinking, Narwhal.
Mm.
I can picture him doing that. You know?
He's gonna come back a new man. The new.
He posted about it on Twitter. He's not playing games.
Yeah, I think he is. Rob Liefeld, one of our favorite artists, and one of the reasons why I wish, John Malin was here right now. But Rob Liefeld is on Twitter, and he has some things to say. One of the things that he says is, "Look at my artwork," and he does post his artwork. See this Wolverine?
I don't think it's up on screen yet.
You're not sharing
it isn't. Oh, hold on a second. Let me see what I can do about that. All right, we gotta remove this and then add this to stage. There we go. Rob Liefeld's Wolverine.
Magnificent.
Cool.
Yeah, it's like normal. Like
great.
it looks.
I know where this is going. It's pretty funny, and it's his response is funny.
Yeah, he says. So he posts this like, everybody look at this Wolverine that I drew, and what you're supposed to say is, and by the way, our culture has gotten away from this a little bit. What you're supposed to say is, "Oh man, that's great, that's awesome." But instead, what happens now is the people who are not artists and have no idea what they're talking about go, "You
No,
did
I
it
know
wrong.
where this is going.
Here's
Yep, I saw that.
Here's my edit."
You know
This
what's
is
funny too?
so
I looked at it once and I was like, wait a minute, that would take forever to redraw him skinnier. And I was like, no, he just cut off his triceps. So it's even more like weird.
Yeah, you know what this makes me think of though? First of all, it looks horrible, and I'm telling you that the left, and this definitely has to be a left-wing thing. They really don't like the big, bulky, muscular superheroes. What is that? Like, why don't they like that? What is the problem with that? What is the defect in their mind that makes them hate that?
Yeah, I think it's a body positivity thing in a way. I kind of, or at least the beginnings of it. Like they think anybody can be a superhero, like type thing.
Yeah, it could be that. Or they just
the association with toxic masculinity.
Yes.
Yeah, could be.
What is your guess, Corey Barton? Like, if you had to think, like, why would radical leftists be so incensed or disgusted by images of bulky, powerful superhero men like this, like that? Oh, he's too muscular.
Well, I mean, I'm actually surprised they went after a male character. Usually, it's just the female ones. I mean, they're making Wolverine gay. They might want to keep it muscly for,
They're making Wolverine gay
for that demographic.
I heard they're trying to make him bi or something.
I think they already did.
Because that issue is Cyclops.
Well, he's pretty much like a vampire, right? He lives forever. So, I mean,
he's been around.
Yeah.
Give enough time. I mean, Wolverine's gonna, what's up, bub?
That's Shane's theory there. Shane, by the way, it's not as though the Rob Liefeld drawing is good. Can we just say that?
No. So what it is it's so broke. And John's not here, so I can say this. It's so broke you can't fix it. That's the problem. Like, and that's where the guy messed up. He went in and tried to fix something, and because that anatomy is so jacked. Like, I mean, props that he's trying to draw his arms folding backwards like that, but his arms are broke. The biceps not rolling with his forearms, all of that, it's just fucked. It's so fucked. Look at those zigzag abs. Like he's got I don't even know what it is. It looks like a crushed beer can.
Well, look at the pectorals that just kind of go somewhere, but not, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, the lats are the only thing that kind of look really good, but yeah, the arms kind of just being broken back is what throws you off.
But I want to give props to Rob, because sometimes it's like you have that pose you've drawn a million times and you can pull it off, especially with superhero poses, right? You're like, I know this fist goes there and that, and Jim's guilty of it. Like a lot of Jim Lee poses are the same poses he's been Xeroxing for years. At least Rob did try to get some type of forced, I don't know what you would call that, like
he made his arms going back behind,
yeah,
like that.
Yeah,
like that was what he
yeah,
wanted to do.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to me, you look at it, and if you just blur your eyes at it, it looks fine. Like if you're just looking at the silhouette of it, it looks okay. Like he's the right shape and everything. But it's when you look at the details, when you go,
Well, so those are for his biceps and triceps. They're in a forward motion, but they have to turn with his hands going back. Like they're going to rotate with his forearms. That are
you're going to get 100%. Yeah, you're not even going to see much of the biceps. You're going to see the top of the biceps.
And that's the fucked up thing. Nobody ever gives comic artists a lot of credit for that draw like superheroes. Is like you have to know some sense of anatomy, because a person can see that and they're just like, hey, that's wrong. I don't know why it's wrong. I don't know anatomy. I couldn't name shit. I never lifted a weight in my life or anything, but I know it looks wrong. You know, and you don't even have to have perfect anatomy. I always think of Jack Kirby with that. But if you can get it, if like, what is that artist saying? If it looks wrong, it's wrong, you know, like, or something. Like if it looks right, it's right. Like it doesn't have to be 100% perfect, but it needs to look right.
Right.
You know, which this doesn't. So it is what it is.
Biceps. I like people in the chat. Biceps don't extend from your collarbone to your elbow. That's not even his elbow though. That's like
well, you can't even see where the shoulder is.
Yeah, there is no shoulder. This is like
Well, he might have. Does he have those shoulder pads? Is that a shoulder pad covering up his shoulder?
Maybe, but it should be kind of bulked out a little bit. I mean, shoulder should always be a bit higher than the bicep, unless the bicep's being fully flexed.
So
I can't be flexed in that position.
So here's my issue. Like, I props for him trying this, but he should erase those arms and just draw the claws coming out at the viewer. Like the fish should be coming forward and just mail the page in, because, you know, it looks right and you could have pulled the pose off. I get he was trying to do something different, but if you can't do it, don't do it, or sit down and take the time to learn to do it correctly.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
200 Watt Studio says the arm hair is wrong. I think he's right about that too, a little bit.
The arm hair is wrong. It is. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have hair on the inside of your bicep. It's usually on the outside.
Oh dear. Yeah. Rob Liefeld draws good action, not good anatomy. Well, that's the other thing. Like, you know, at this point, why is anybody even saying anything to Rob? You know what I mean? You just kind of just let it go. Like you wouldn't. But here's the thing. What's interesting about this to me is that it's not just that somebody tried to fix his anatomy. An SJW tried to fix his anatomy, which is, I got this all the time when I was at DC. People would say, the Flash is not that bulky. He's the runner. Have you ever seen runners? They have lithe, skinny bodies. It's all like muscle and sinew. The Flash should have like a runner's body. And then with Aquaman, oh my God, he's got a swimmer's body. Okay, it should be like fish-like, like athletic and
fish-like.
Some of those swimmers are pretty big, though.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
they're
Michael
jacked.
Phelps. Michael
Yeah.
Phelps. Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't really make a lot of sense. It's just an excuse for different body types. Yeah, the issue, I don't know. See, I always liked like Nightcrawler's body type or Spider-Man. You know, like I do like thinner superheroes, some of them, not all of them though, but like they have to be like acrobatic. And then I'm like, okay, I don't give a shit if they're best.
Like the King of Atlantis should not have Spider-Man's body type.
No.
Wolverine should not have Spider-Man's body type, which is basically what this is.
Definitely not.
Well, and with the Flash, you have to imagine a sprinter's body, right? Some of those sprinters are jacked as hell. They're trying to like phrase it as if it should be a marathon runner, and it's like, no, Flash should not look anorexic. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't want him. I think as soon as they started making the Flash skinnier, they also started to make him a joke. I don't know, like in the Justice League, he was kind of a clown and an a-hole. And I'm like, that's like not Barry Allen and it's not Wally West. So who is the goofball Flash from the Justice League cartoon and then the fucking Justice League movie? Like, which Flash is that?
I'm not a big Flash fan, but wasn't Flash like a top-selling book for DC Comics back in the day? Like I'm talking way back in the day, like Barry Allen Flash. Wasn't that like a big?
Of course. Yeah. No, Flash has always been popular. Always. People loved Wally West. People liked the return of Barry Allen. That sold really, really well. But Barry Allen's a very he's a police scientist. He's a serious guy who's kind of distracted and caught up in other things. And so the joke is he's always late. He's running late all the time and it's weird because he's the Flash. He should be really fast, but he's always late. So that's why I like him. And he's a Republican. So I can relate to him. I'm like, oh, look at this.
I like the 1990s TV show. Somebody in the chat brings it up. I actually like that show. I don't know if you ever watched it, Ethan.
I don't know if I did.
Howard Chaykin worked on it.
He did?
Yeah, he wrote a lot of it.
What is this? I suggest you on the horse for the 4-year badge. Oh, you're talking about being a member. They don't let you do it. Well, I can check again, but the last time I looked, like memberships, they stop at 2 years. Like they don't have another badge opportunity after 2 years, which sucks because I would definitely let you guys put me on the horse for being members for 4 years. All right, so this bugs me. Anyway, this guy tried to do this to Rob Liefeld and evidently got clowned so hard. Jason Morrow took the. By the way, why does nobody say to Rob, "Hey, Rob, you're punching down. Stop punching down on your fans," because that's what he's doing here. Jason Morrow.
See this, but then the other thing is this person decided to redo his artwork and basically like butcher it in Photoshop or whatever. So I feel like he does have a right if you altered his art directly to say something.
Didn't this happen like a ways back with J. Scott Campbell and somebody? There was like some
There's
basically
always
the same
assholes.
thing.
They're always doing this. They're always redrawing things, try to fix things. Now, I would never do that. I would never take a page from my Psalm that is a splash page of a castle in the truck and then invite the entire internet to redraw it so it would be better. I would never do that. But somebody using my Twitter account for All Caps Comics would. And that turned out really well, actually. People did very nice redraws of that sequence.
Yeah. There were some awesome there were some awesome reiterations on there. I mean, some guys that are kind of up and coming comic artists. I mean, they put out some great versions of that. So I mean, hopefully that'll put more eyes on them.
Yeah, to get attention, look at what I can do, and it's not easy. That kind of thing isn't easy when, and I wanted Shane to actually take a shot at it. Like, what was
I'm sorry, I'm working on my own pages, not somebody else's book.
No, I completely understand, but the thing is, just like a layout. Says a truck, like a Raptor, a Ford Raptor, pulls up to a castle through the woods. Then what would your version of that be?
Well, I wonder, is it a castle or is it supposed to represent a warehouse? Who knows?
Yeah, or a phallic object, maybe just everything represents the peen.
Everything is.
I think there were some beer.
Apparently,
I think there were some beer steins connected to the castle on each side, so that was pretty unique. Maybe it's a part of Texas that is German. I don't know.
Yeah,
my problem with it is I'll be honest, is it just looked like the end shot of a truck commercial, like then it rolls to wherever the dude was trying to drive. That was that shot. Like I've seen that shot a million times at every car commercial. Like that angle.
Reminds me of the old 90s Ford truck commercials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too much emphasis on the truck. So here's this is the splash page. which is fine. I mean, somebody said, why would this be a splash page? And the answer is, well, because why, Shane?
Well, it's a big reveal of like there's a castle, and this should really pop out to the reader. Like this is an exotic destination that just a normal pickup truck drove up to. Something out of time, something out of place, something exotic, something of the imagination.
Yeah, yeah, of course. A splash page would be well used on this. Corey, you agree? What like if somebody said to you, like, what is a splash page? What is it for? What would you say?
Yeah, I guess like revealing an environmental shot or like a big scene. Like if it was to reveal the castle, he probably should have drew the castle much bigger on it to make it more impactful.
Yeah, yeah, of course. So this is the thing. Your truck pulls up to a castle. This is correct. I mean, in a way, right? But the castle's very far away. There's some drawing problems with it. I actually asked people to redraw it just to give it like a little bit more impact. Like, what would have worked better? And a few people actually drew layouts, which were nice. But then somebody did it with AI, and of course, AI is kicking everybody's ass. That's something that people should be aware of. Look at this, Shane.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I actually got a shot I'm drawing out.
Are you?
And I'm yeah. It just occurred to me, and I normally wouldn't do this type of thing.
No, I don't do it either normally. Narwhal tried it. Hold on. Are you ready,
Can I show you
Narwhal?
guys something real fast? Yeah.
Okay.
So if you want something to be bigger, you can do it without changing anything except what's called the angle of the lens, which is just the perspective, really. But so this is just an example. Like I feel like they drew that page at 16 millimeters, which is like a wide angle lens, so you see the road and everything on the horizon is so tiny. But if you do the zoom style, then it gets way bigger, and that truck could still be in that shot. It would just become more flat looking, more foreground, more like.
Which one would you use? I'm confused about what you're suggesting. Like,
I would use 200 millimeter or more just to make the castle bigger and bigger and bigger, kind of.
but then the truck is going to be. What are you going to see? You're going to see the rear view mirror or something. I mean,
You would in your mind, you would kind of move the camera back, so the truck would look flatter too. It would look kind of like isometric perspective truck rather than like a like dynamic truck or whatever.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
you
did
wanna-
truck. Dynamic truck.
You want to make the castle look suspenseful and powerful. It just doesn't.
All right.
give you that sense.
I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. I'll go.
No,
back
nobody
on.
expects you to, Shane.
All right. So hang on one second. Let me draw a little face in here. All right. And then this is just a rough. I never spend a lot of times on roughs.
Yeah,
I learned that.
me neither.
I learned that from Joe Kubert. Actually, my best roughs were the quickest roughs I come up with. Once you know you like not to overthink something, you tend not to. Nobody be mad at me. Eric, don't be mad at me. I would draw the dude's reflection in the side mirror, and then
Look at that.
a dynamic
That's
shot.
a good take.
Why is he going?
Well, some type of reaction. I don't know. I don't have the script. I don't know what happens next. I don't know
Is
what
he being
happens.
sodomized by somebody?
Yeah, he's being. He said on the seatbelt. He said on the seatbelt. No, but some type of awing face in the mirror, and then you can still make this as dynamic as you want, as small, as big as you want, but you could hint at the truck and the guy's reaction all in one shot. There you go.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, good job. But again, to me, like that one, and I'm not like somebody who's into, it's not like I'm into AI, but this is a perfect layout right here. You've got it all here. You've got our hero, which is the truck. You see what I'm
I
saying?
don't think the truck is a hero. I don't know if the truck's the important thing here.
Well, I mean, the thing is, right, this is introducing the castle, right? It should be the main portion of the frame. From what I've seen online, there's plenty of other pages with the truck, right? So everyone knows the truck exists. They know what it looks like. you don't even really need to show the truck, or like Shane did, just show the mirror. You want the focus to be on the castle because it's supposed to be something impactful in the story. It should be somewhat wowing, but instead the truck is. It seems like you're trying to make the truck wow people, but
well, here's why I would disagree with the idea of not featuring the truck, and this is why Shane's wrong.
It depends on the page before. Hang on, I don't know what I don't know. Was I if I was the artist, was I allowed a page of him riding in the truck? Like I don't know. Well, I don't know that. So like if I did have the character riding in the truck, I don't think drawing the truck's necessarily important. I think hinting at the truck's important, but I don't think now you can use the truck as scale, but pretty much everybody knows a castle is huge.
But who's writing the spin-off series about the truck? That's what I want to know. And I think the chat wants to know about that too. Who is writing the Ford Raptor series?
I mean, it'd be one thing if it's like a futuristic vehicle, but
it isn't, and that would be
Raptor.
Right. And I'm gonna ask Narwhal. I'm gonna ask the class. Why do you think it would be important or beneficial visually to show the truck in the same frame as the castle?
It could give you the versus kind of thing, like truck versus castle kind of idea.
Scale.
Yeah, maybe scale.
Scale.
Can you show?
Scale's good. All right, let me see what Narwhal's got.
This is like the truck with long angle perspective. It becomes way flatter and square, like foreshortened kind of thing. So that's one, and then the castle becomes way bigger and flatter. It kind of makes that long angle perspective makes it foreground, midground, background. There almost is no like perspective grid when you do it that way.
There is one other reason I think what you're going at, Ethan, and that would be contrast in modern versus old.
Thank you, Shane Davis.
Yeah, but I'm assuming that's been established in the book.
It doesn't matter. You've got a splash page, and what you want to do is you want to show the contrast between the ordinary, the every single day, the thing that you see in the parking lot of a Walmart, versus the absurd craziness of the castle. Now, either of those two things, separate and apart from each other, don't mean much, not in the world of comics. But when you put a Ford Raptor on Mars, it is crazy. It says a whole bunch of other things than just a shot of a Ford Raptor or Mars. So you want to put both of those things together because the Ford is the hero in this. He's the guy we're following. And then we've just taken him into a bizarre environment. So that is why visually we want to put both of those elements together. Now, it's really important then, this being the case, that the castle be extraordinary looking, absolutely amazing looking, Shane. And I would put you to the test. You, Corey, I'd put you to the test. Narwhal, you've already failed. Your castle looked like shit. It was just like 1-2 lines that went like this. I could make that on an Etch-a-Sketch. Like, I don't need, Narwhal to do. But I would need somebody to make an extraordinary looking castle. And that's the whole thing. Shane, could you do it?
I'm not going to
start now, and then by the end of the
I'm not trying to help other people. I'm not trying to help other people design their books. That's their problem.
I know. Understand that's what comics are all about, though. I mean, comics they need to be wacky and weird in that kind of a way,
they need to look exotic and things like that. I mean, that's the thing. It's paper. It's there's no budget. It can be the craziest castle you can even dream. It can defy gravity. It could be floating boulders. They don't even. I mean, it doesn't even have to have physics. I mean, it's like whatever. It's a comic book. You make up comic book shit. Like people
make it look unique.
Well, people are like really grounded. Like everything needs to be like realism based. It needs to look like a TV pitch.
But
I
that
saw a
doesn't
book.
even look like a realistic German castle or a castle in Switzerland. You know what I mean?
It's like a theme park castle.
There's a creator. I'm not going to name the name, but we both know Ethan. I'll tell you later on if you really want to know. But they did an image book recently that should be super cool. But when I was flipping through it, and I like the artist too, every suit, every character is dumbed down, and it's drawn well, but their designs, their costuming, I've seen this artist do a million times better in other books at DC, and I feel like they're like trying to make sure it looks like a blank slate for whatever Hollywood guy comes in and puts their touch on it. And I think that's a horrible, horrible idea, because in the end, it just looks like a low budget comic, even though it has top talent working on it. It's like, it's almost like this is what people think comics should be. And it's like, no, they should look like things that stretch the imagination. I always go back to Green Goblin. That character was so crazy. I was like, only in a comic could I buy this guy on a glider with a sock for a hat, throwing pumpkins, you know, just laughing with yellow eyes, you know, like, and it only does it really work like that in a comic. They could never get that shit to work in a movie.
You know what was so great about that, though? And that goes to the point that I just made. The reason why Marvel Comics works so well is because their heroes right outside your window. So Green Goblin, what if it was a creepy hellscape world of like nothing but monsters and demons, and then Green Goblin flies in? It wouldn't be that interesting. What's interesting is the background is New York City, you know, and it's like, oh, like this looks like my world, except there's this one weird element in it that makes it fantasy, but it's believable fantasy. That's why Stan Lee was such a genius.
Yeah, that and that's one of my focuses actually in my novel and mini comic was, you know, it's set in modern day Detroit. Everything's legit to modern Detroit, but you have this fantastical gargoyle, right, that just looks extremely like cruel, right, even though he's a pure hero. And the same thing with the villain, right? Something that just really sticks out to make, you know, the idea of, or the scenario of Detroit just wow you. And I think that's, you know, something that every comic needs. We have that in Cyberfrog, right, with obviously Cyberfrog and all of the creatures in that, and Glorious Rex, Kozar. You need something that makes it stick out from other comics and really draws the reader in. And a lot of the modern, I guess you could say, mainstream comics, right, they don't have that. It's recreating the same characters, the same scenarios, the same environments, and it's been dumbed down on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 100% true. Vigilante's Creed by Brent Turner and Corey Barton. Back this today. Go get a copy. Reserve a copy of this book. And also, let me remind you, Hotel Story by Narwhal. Per Berg.
Yeah, we've been getting backers. Thanks, everyone. A new Narwhal joint, a big, long, full story for you to enjoy in the tradition of Dead Alive. Kind of more like, this one's a little more like full story.
Yeah.
What was that?
I didn't say anything. Somebody else did, and it came over. I'm not sure what it was. But yeah, Hotel Story back in today. It is linked. It is the pinned link in the description right now. All right, let me see. You know, we will. I also want to talk about Cyberfrog 3, Red Extermination, which I think also has picked up a couple of backers tonight. Thanks everyone for that. I appreciate it. Here's our video.
They say free when you're singled out.
I'm not tired. Come on, I'm fine. You're happy.
Red filters through. So lay it down. The red is real. When his side goes red again. See you red again. See you red again.
Shane, I'm too busy to show a masterclass in establishing shots. CBS, guess I'll be too busy sleeping on your closeout. That is not true at all. It is not tit for tat around here, Shane. Don't worry about it.
You're going to sleep on my closeout?
No. I'll be there to help you out without question. That's what I do. So Cyberfrog 3 Red Extermination. I showed a new piece of artwork, Shane. Nobody cared.
On Twitter?
Yeah, nobody cared. You know, they were just
Let
like,
me go care real quick.
oh, okay. Great. Wow, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Like, pull it up. I pull it up. I'm here. Just pull it up.
All right, hold on a second. Let me see if I can find it. Oh yeah, here it is. Ready? Boom.
Oh yeah. I saw this. I was like, but that wasn't today. It was like yesterday or something.
Yeah, I mean, I showed you a long time ago.
Oh yeah. Okay, I thought it was old when you posted because I was like, I think I've seen this.
Yeah.
I all right. Yeah.
But see, that's a great example. Even in the top right corner in the red, right, the detail of the trees is even noticeable, right? And that's not even the focus of the shot. So like going back to that shot with the castle, right? That's supposed to be the focus, like Cyberfrog. It should really be profound, right, and dominating the page.
RBME
This is
Entertainment
awesome.
says, "What is this tripe?" Wow, dude, that's crazy.
Now this is the Reservoir Frog guns coming out, right, from his belt, like transforming.
Yeah.
I see. What this is what I like. That I mean, as an artist, I know what you did is like his body can always kind of. It's a gimmick. Like he can always just kind of transform and heal or build new things. I guess. I mean, but it's cool how you're working in those guns. Did like? I'd have to flip through the old stuff, but did the guns come out like this before? I assume not.
No, I realized like the front two pieces, like the front two rectangles in his belt are the guns, and so like he'll go like this and just throw them, and they'll grow and become the guns that so he unhooks the front of his belt for them to be guns.
So what's great about this is some people I imagine there's a nice pose of him the next page, right? But you chose, it's the moment you chose. Now you could elaborate like you could have just done a lot of little shots leading up to a nice big power shot of him with the guns pointing at the viewer or something like that, right? But you pick this moment, right? Like, and you focus on this weird, crazy transforming. Like I can almost hear shit shifting and turning, and energy humming, and you see Heather back there framed, So there's a reaction to this great thing that's happening. It's not just him doing it. There's somebody witnesses it. It's very clever.
Oh, thanks, Shane. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's it's like by the time we get to the third book, like let's show what cyber means, with Cyberfrog. So make people wait a little while. But yeah, it's the third book is just all chaos and action. It's really, really fun, and it's very bloody and very dark. So Cyberfrog 3 Red Extermination on Indiegogo right now. Thanks everybody for backing it so far.
What's up with his, if I can ask you something on that, like what's up with his chest? It all looks cybernetic, not flesh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. You can just
it's underneath, like the cybernetics would go over his flesh. It's underneath his flesh and then over his flesh as well. It's like, one of the big inspirations for the way Cyberfrog's tech works is like Warlock from the New Mutants, That's kind of the way it crawls over you. You saw Cyberfrog's tech like in Cyberfrog Wrecked Planet when he reaches into Spite's mouth and device comes out, and it's like that's kind of the way his tech works. It grows, it's infinite, like it doesn't obey the laws of what would you call it, like
physics or something?
Physics? No, it can get as big as it needs to get. There's as much of it as you need, and that's kind of the way it works.
That was a weird comic book or sci-fi rule for shapeshifters, is that they can borrow and redistribute mass. Like
that's it. Mass was the word I was looking for. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So it's very good. All right, let me see. So yes, I did. Of course, Ellie, most of the stuff that's in comics you borrow from somewhere or other. You just change it. You just make it your own. All right, let me read some of these hateful super chats. Thank you for sending me money. Stealth X5 says, my secret tier hoodie shipped. Oh, God bless Andrea. She got up early this morning and bagged and shipped all the hoodies. Most of the hoodies, I think. I think she did most of them. I don't think they're all done yet. So Stealth X5 says, now I wait for the other items and the toy orders. Thank you very much. Wyatt Eastman says, comics should look like fantastic stories and dare Hollywood to try to exceed the higher comics level. That's why we're only getting cape movies now, CGI.
I mean, even some characters like Captain Boomerang and stuff, they're just, I don't think that they work anywhere else besides a comic.
Yeah.
You know, Vulture, like, I mean, like
Shark.
old school Vulture, you know, like I don't, I mean, that would be cool if it was in a movie, but I mean, comics is a place where you can draw you can get funky ideas to work on paper, you know.
Right. Yeah, I just you notice that when they put Vulture in the movies, they have to change him and make him cool and younger and all these things. They can't like put, because Vulture's just like an ugly kind of silly looking old man, skinny, frail old man in a Vulture suit. They wouldn't dare put that on the screen, but it works perfectly.
I'm
in the
surprised they haven't like taken a horror angle to it and made it creepy. Like those old ladies in the horror films. It's like, dude, that's so creepy.
Wasn't there for a while he could absorb people's life force or something? Like they
In a
actually
couple of the runs, yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, you could do some creepy shit with Vulture. He's flying, this whole man flying around trying to steal your youth.
Is that what he did? I mean, when did he do that?
I mean, you could do that. No, originally he was just robbing banks, flying around like robbing banks.
Yeah, that makes more sense to me. I like that. I just want it to be plain like that. Relax some panel. It's only 850 people watching, says Dangerous Pecan. Yeah, you guys are on a pretty big stage right now.
Everybody's got a stick up their butt, especially Crystal. Jesus Christ.
Crystal's very chill around here. David L says, I'm 5 days from 4 years of being a member. Since we don't get trading cards anymore, can we at least get a 4-year badge? Fix it now, Ethan. I'm off to Paris. Yeah, I wish we could, man. And we're working on the trading cards, but the 4-year badge, they don't let you do it. I got the shipping notice for the honeycomb box a week ago and still no package or update on it from UPS yet. Do you have any information on that? Says David Smith. David, I hope you're not Canadian. Why don't you send me a little message? I'll find out send it to cyberfroghelp@gmail.com. We'll look for your package. Canada sent us back 15 goddamn boxes. 15 of them.
Yeah. That's war right there.
It pissed me because those, like Andrew and I are like, these boxes cost $73 a piece to ship to Canada.
Oof.
And it's like, that's crazy. And then it's just like, 15 of them get shipped back. You mean we have to pay it again? Glitch says, can we take a moment to appreciate the wokies turning on Mark Hamill today on Twitter? What happened? Does anybody know?
No idea.
No.
But live by the sword, die by the sword, you know.
Does that have something to do with what's going on in Israel? It must.
Probably.
Did he have an opinion about Israel and Palestine and Hamas?
I like how everybody does.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't really. I sort of maybe do. Like, I guess my instinct would just be like, yeah, Israel, But I don't have any opinion, really. I don't know. I'm worried about my country right now. Is this going to launch us into World War III? Or are we going to get into some enormous... Are we in World War III right now? I got to ask Tim Pool. Is this a Civil War and World War III at the same time? When do I get to put landmines in my front yard?
Somebody tweeted this out like it was a fact, but they're like the CIA categorized the Cold War as World War III. Like, so technically, according to the CIA, we were already in a World War III.
Oh,
like
so World
War.
Really? That was an interesting idea. I was like, You remember the Cold War threat as a kid? It was like,
Yeah. Yeah, we hated Russia, and then we got over it, and then we hated Russia
Rocky
again.
IV. Yeah, Rocky IV.
Yeah. I just I don't know. I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about what's going on over there. I've only seen a few videos of Hamas coming in and kidnapping a bunch of women at a disco. And I went, that's not cool.
I saw a video of some dudes pouring concrete into a well or something, a water supply.
That's not cool.
Yeah, I think they're trying to shut off the electricity and everything in the water for the Palestinian side of things. So it's getting intense, more or less.
You know what I've decided to do? I'm gonna stay out of it. That's my whole thing.
Yeah.
I think
And
that's
then
what our country should do.
I'll cheer for the winner. I'll be like, hooray! I'm gonna stay out of it. I support the Jews. So I guess Israel is my preferred. But I'm we've got enough problems here. I mean, they dragged us
So
into this
much
war.
stuff going on at home.
So much stuff.
Yeah, but what's one more problem, really? I mean,
Yeah, just pile it on, dude. They're throwing my president in jail right now and stripping him of his property unlawfully and telling him that he can't have a jury. And all of this bullshit. It's the ugliest time right now.
Really? They're saying he can't have a jury? I haven't been coming up with it.
His stupid judge comes out and just says, you know what? I've been a judge quite a few times. And juries get it wrong. And so, if they got it wrong in this case, I would just use my powers as a judge to overturn their jury. The jury's verdict, and basically say that no normal jury would ever find this man to be not guilty. So that's what I just figured. Let's just not even have a jury. It's clown world. It is fucking clown world, dude. It is absolutely infuriating. These creepy ass leftists just doing whatever it is that they want to do with a man who represents the will of 50% of Americans.
Legal? Is that? I mean, I mean,
who's
I
going to
don't
stop him? You? I mean, like, what can they do?
I mean, can the judge just say, "Hey, juries will fuck this one up"?
Yes.
I mean, why even have a trial? But why even have a trial at that point?
No,
I don't know.
You obviously are, the outcome, of it.
Matt Barr says, I'm worried about Narwhal's guts. Is he leaking yet? Are you okay, Narwhal? How's your tummy?
I'm feeling a little better. Yeah. And actually now I'm hot, so I'm going to go turn the heat off. I'll be right back.
Oh my God. Okay, good. I'm glad you put the heat on, but you put it on too high. I understand. Narwhal started this dressed up like he was outside. Narwhal started this stream. It's like he had a barrel that was on fire, to keep himself warm, like a homeless person in his apartment. It's like, turn on the heat, dude.
But hobo gloves, the gloves with no fingers, they're kind of cool.
Yeah,
it's almost worth being part of the hobo union.
There's no hobo union.
There's a hobo union. I think there is.
It's like John Wick, dude. No.
The hobo union. All right, let me see here. Are there any more of these super chats? Liam is the gift that keeps on giving, says Mike McMahon. Yeah, I miss Liam. Liam was a character. Dad, we're hungry, Liam's kids say to him. We haven't eaten in 2 days. And he's like, I got a live stream. 201 Studio. Sketch got JDA blocked by Mary Morgan and banned from Pop Culture Crisis. LOL, says my homie. No way. Personal rival Ellie Mix Comicsgate. Does anybody know about that? Narwhal's naked now.
It was too hot. It's like a sauna in here.
Oh my God.
I'm having hot flashes.
I didn't know it was that kind of stream.
Wow.
Haven't had enough drinks for that.
Cars in Depth says, I just got a big box of very cool Cyberpunk stuff. Thanks. By the way, should I start a GoFundMe to give Gazans swimming lessons? What are Gazans?
Like, what's that in reference to?
Yeah, I don't know. Where are the old school videos, man? Says Kenny Jones. I put up a bunch of them last week. I'll probably be doing more of them. So I do enjoy them. Last but not least tonight, Shane Davis. I wanted to show you guys, and especially Shane, the incredible. Listen, nobody's really talking about this the way that I feel like they should. Sean Gordon Murphy is an excellent artist, oft imitated, okay, but never duplicated. Sean Gordon Murphy is a genius. Have you seen
love bombing? A victim of love bombing.
Yeah, of course. I think he is.
No, it's Max.
Somebody. Oh no, Mags was love bombed. He's a love bomber, but he's somebody who wouldn't share his shine with Mags.
Somebody who gets accused of things.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Quite a bit. He gets accused of things all the time that he didn't do. Well, he is working on a Zorro book, which I will be backing. I don't even know if I'm backing it. If I can just buy it, I will buy it. The artwork looks absolutely incredible. I forget like how good comic book artwork can be. Like Sean Gordon Murphy is really just laying it out here. Look at this beautiful cover here. Wrap around. This is like is this 3 panels of a cover? 3 covers? I would think. Or is it 4? Might be 4 covers.
Like 4. It looks like 4 to me. You remember they used to do those there would be the fold out, but you could do a double fold out. Like so back cover fold. It might be one of those.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Might be.
They were saying that, right? Massive was saying that. Ethan, you pointed out too, Massive has 300 followers on Twitter. It's kind of weird. They're like this tiny little account, and they kind of came out of nowhere, but they're representing one of the biggest artists in the industry right now. So.
This campaign, I don't know if you looked at it, but it's got some serious steroids in it besides Sean. Like it's got like a Walt Simonson cover, Amanda Connor, Jimmy Palmiotti, somebody else that was a heavy hitter.
Pretty stacked.
Yeah. Where's the? Oh, here's the. I'm trying to find the Kickstarter because he's.
But the way they did the covers is I think you have to buy them in a pack. So let's say if I want the Walt Simonson cover, I have to buy 3 of the covers with it.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, you'd have to go. I may be wrong on that. But.
If I were going to back one Zorro comic, this would be the one. I'm telling you that right now. Look at this.
I think the video's 5 minutes long. That's the only.
This is 5 minutes long? 3
No,
minutes.
3. Well, that's way too long.
Yeah.
It is too long, but I don't know. It depends because maybe the art is so good. And by the way, nice zither music. Whoa, look at this. Look at all of these people who had to
this is sort of a different type of Zorro story. I wanted to do something that was modern, but also had a lot of classic stuff in there too, because there's no sense in having a Zorro story unless he gets on a horse. He's got
to get on a horse, guys.
I thought he said whore. I never
He'll get on a whore. Oh.
Yeah.
Can do both.
Look at Crystal over here. Feisty.
Oh, look at this. He's got like Mexican Day of the Dead motif here. That's really smart. That's clever.
Red cape. He's got to sort of check the boxes. So I sort of came up with this idea. What if I did a story that was more of Don Quixote meets Narcos, where Diego is actually a young kid who's convinced that he's Zorro. He has a psychotic break when he sees his father killed in front of him. And, he goes into...
That's Batman.
Yeah. But Batman, in all fairness, was always coming out of a Zorro film when he got, when his parents got shot down by Joe Chill.
Yeah, of course. So the 2 characters are related, and Sean Gordon Murphy has cleverly given Zorro Batman's origin. I think.
Well, this is a new Zorro, so technically it's not the same original Zorro. Legally distinct from anybody else's Zorro that's new that's out there.
Okay. Boy, it really looks good, man. You got Dan Panosian, you got Walt Simonson doing a cover. What else?
Humberto Ramos somewhere. I don't think it's there, but there is a Ramos cover somewhere.
Hiding for 20 years, and
I want to see it
with this millionaire in the mountains of his village who believes that Zorro is a real person. So this kid sort of adopts this whole 200-year-old legendary mindset, and he's really good at this. So the whole idea at the end is this kid actually possessed by the real ghost of Zorro?
Look, Sean's wiping that cover. future. Yeah. I don't know, Sean. Don't swipe that cover.
Oh.
Is this kid actually possessed by the?
Oh, I see what you mean.
No, Sean, no.
Oh yeah.
Real ghost of Zorro. And that's where the whole day of
Well, he only swipes from the best. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Dead thing comes in, or Dia de los
That was
Muertos.
familiar too, but I can't place it.
I'm really excited by this hybrid model.
Me
It
too.
allows me to get some high-end quality products to readers.
I wish I still had my hair, Shane.
I don't even think that's real hair. That looks like a wig.
You think that's a wig?
No way, dude.
Yeah,
That's real hair.
Why don't you simp a little harder, Crystal? Like,
Why would I need to
that's
simp,
real-
dude?
It's
no
true,
reason
Crystal.
to simp.
No reason.
No,
you could
like,
have Sean
look at
Gordon
his
Murphy if you
hairline,
wanted him.
dude.
Yeah.
Dude, what the?
All right, hold on a second.
Where they normally can't get them. Kickstarter is honestly the perfect conduit to provide these things.
Is it?
Doing it this way was not only a way to fund the project.
Oh
but
my God!
to-
Hang on. I just because you made a comment about it, I'm not trying to derail this, but now he's getting Bleeding Cool coverage, and all these comic peers are doing like cool covers for him and everything because he's on Kickstarter.
Oh, you think so? Like, yeah,
Because
you're
that
right
was a
about that.
big problem before he was on Indiegogo with plot holes.
Wow, it's worth it. Now he's got like 1 million covers from Joe Quesada and Umberto Ramos and
Amanda Connor.
Hey, wait a second. Like Umberto Ramos, and Joe Quesada are Latino. Are they Mexicans? That's what Zorro is. He's a Mexican.
Maybe they're Mexicans.
Yeah, they're Mexican. You better. They're Mexi. You betters.
Yeah, they did. Massive did do that. They said that one of the founders of Massive is like, as a Latino American, I'm glad to represent.
No, no.
Yeah, we can't do that.
That's
Like,
kinda
I can't
cringe
sit there
when
and
people
say,
do that.
yeah, like as a white straight male, I'm very proud to introduce Shane Davis's new comic book. As a straight white male, and I am straight, you motherfuckers in the chat.
Actually, I'm gonna write that tweet right now.
I'm so proud of Comicsgate as a straight white male. I can't say things like that.
Have you
because
heard
I'm
what
not.
Owen Benjamin says? He goes, I'm not a supremacist. I'm a white enthusiast.
I like that guy. He's funny.
Play around with the ways of publishing the highest end book that we're offering.
That's
if
what
you're
I want.
A fan of me, or a fan of Zorro, or a fan of Massive, you want to go all in. The Master Edition is what you're looking for. It's going to be about 200 pages.
Nice.
First 100 pages will be the book, full colored, lettered. At the end, we'll have all the covers together. The Adam Hughes, the Walt Simonson stuff in a cover gallery. And for the last 100 pages, I want to do a real behind-the-scenes masterclass look. It's as if I was teaching a college course, but there was no classroom. So one section would be all of the layouts and the behind-the-scenes stuff. You're
Shane,
not
look
gonna
how
see
good this
anywhere.
is. You cannot deny this guy's talent.
I met Sean way back when he first got his first gig at DC. It was like a Batman Scarecrow thing.
Mhm.
And I've followed his work ever since. And oddly enough, one of my friends was like trading artwork for him. Like everybody was dirt poor, just getting into comics. It was at like San Diego Comic-Con, and he was struggling to find work. I followed his career pretty much ever since. Like he's the weird thing about Sean is this quality of work that everybody loves him for. He's been there for years, but he was stuck in like Vertigo books and stuff, so he was never really getting the attention.
Yeah, like you have to do Batman. You got to do Batman to get noticed. It is sad.
Or else. Another section will be...
I can't believe you said this video was going to be too long. We're already 2 minutes and 30 seconds into it. Another minute to go. That's it. And I'm not bored yet. I'm interested.
I'm bored as fuck.
You're bored? Are you bored of listening to Sean talk about this and looking at his artwork?
And
He
his
changed
hair-
his clothes
his hair-
twice during it.
Yeah. His hair is more noteworthy than the art, I think.
His hair's interesting, yeah. I am.
Wow,
I'm
bro.
completely jealous. Yeah, Crystal's like,
What the heck, dude?
He was taking
That's
it back. Everyone take note. Play it back.
Crystal's getting humid over
What?
there. She's just like,
No way, dude.
Are you sure?
No.
I believe you. All right, let me see here. Back to Sean.
I'll shrink down some of my favorite pages and write why I think these pages work in Zorro. Then I'm going to do a section where I'm going to find my least favorite pages and explain why I think these could have been better. And I'd even love to get into some scripting and storytelling.
Why don't you throw those pages out and do them over again? Thank you.
Notes. Having it all in one place and using Zorro.
How good this is. Look how good that is. Nobody
Look at
cares
those
about
Mexican skulls everywhere. What's up with that?
Yeah, that was really smart. Like to use Mexican Day of the Dead motif skulls, like the very smart.
Talk about these things.
Look, it's all over the place. Look how great this is, dude.
I think
It's
is
a very
really
cool festival.
a huge opportunity here. But I think for a lot of potential students and upcoming artists out there, the Masterclass edition is what they're looking for.
I'm looking for that.
No
Copyright.
And for.
What is that, Shane?
You know.
Well, I mean, you're mentioning it so much. I don't know. It could be you.
Oh my God, Crystal! I'm married.
Wow.
You need to turn your focus somewhere else. I'm happily married.
No, I was talking about like in regards
Oh,
to you and
no,
John Gordon Murphy. I'm simping for him, bro.
Yeah, Shane might be kind of intrigued by Sean Gordon Murphy, but I think it's just from one artist to the next. You know, I don't think there's anything gay involved.
That's how it starts, dude.
Shane's blushing.
You never know.
I'm not bitten by a vampire yet.
Yeah. Did he leave like 20 seconds of dead air? I think he did.
You should. You can hear him go to the
Oh,
bathroom.
he wants people to
You can hear
cool
him
off
pee.
after.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
give him time to cool off.
Dude, what the...
I am. It's going to take me a minute to cool off. This artwork is incredible. I did scroll through this. Like, wow, this guy's good. Look at this.
I saw it like 5 times in that trailer.
No, but you saw it once. You didn't see this 5 times.
Oh, all right. It does look good.
Here's what I like about it. It reminds me of Citizen Kane. And this is why. You've got your character in the foreground in complete and total focus, filling the screen from like top to bottom. And then you've got like a mid-ground that goes all the way back to a background, incredible background that's in full and complete focus all the way through. And tons of information and detail. I mean, it's like Citizen Kane, like the warehouse sequence where you can pause it on Blu-ray and see every single thing that he bought and collected. There's a lot to look at here. I gotta say, it's cool. I'll give it up for Sean Gordon Murphy. Not the same way Shane will, but I gotta give it up.
Boy.
No, you meant. I'm sorry, you meant not the same way Crystal will.
Not the same way Crystal will give it up.
Don't change the subject, Shane.
Yeah.
We're not deflecting.
I didn't like plot holes at all.
I
But
didn't
you know
buy
what?
it. I didn't read it. I never looked at it.
It was so
I,
good.
I'll be honest. I saw a trade the other day in the bookstore of his new Batman stuff, and I flipped through it and I put it right back on the shelf. Like, not because it wasn't bad. It just, so to me, like, it felt like I already had it because he's so consistent, like in his drawing now. Like, it just looked like the same book I already have. Like, I just didn't buy it.
You sound like a hater to me.
No, but my point is, like, now he draws Zorro, I'm interested. Like, if he goes draws another character, I'm interested. I'm not sure some artists should just go through a cascade, like a cascade of like characters, like a whole library. Like, just hand them the Marvel Universe, or let them pop around on Green Lantern, then Flash, then Wonder Woman. I'm kind of like that type of collector.
And some people are better at adapting stuff than they are at their own stuff. So it just kind of depends.
Definitely true. Yeah. Like, this is where he belongs. Like, he belongs on a Batman character. And Zorro is definitely that. And he I believe he paid for the did he pay for the trademark or he rented it or something? What happened?
Yeah.
He went through he licensed it. He talked about it years ago, like he was going through the license for the Zorro people. So this is an official Zorro product.
Well, they should be proud.
Oh, and one thing I remember thinking too is this Zorro has a little pet fox, and it's kind of gay, but it could never be a movie. So he's not doing a Netflix pitch thing because it would be really weird if there was a little CGI fox. But I mean, maybe they would do that. But
Yeah. Yeah, CGI Fox would be weird. Well, what is this one? Do I like this one the best? Jonas
yeah,
Scarf?
that's pretty nice.
I've
like
never heard of this artist, the Jonas Scarf guy. I've never heard of that guy before, but I liked it. At first glance, I thought that was like a Travis Charest or Cheré image.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Are there any more? I just want to look at art from this all
He's
day.
got an Adam Hughes cover there. It's not Zorro, but it's Rawhide chick, whatever the other character. I wonder if he got that character like it's up under the same umbrella. Like she's
I've seen
Zorro.
this before. I feel like Adam Hughes drew this like 10 years ago.
I think he
saw
drew
that.
cover all of that chick. I think he has drawn this character before. But I think she's a Zorro kind of in the universe of Zorro.
Maybe. All right. You can't be sure, but I will say this: he is rocking it, and this comic book should make $1 million. This should be. Remember when he was like, "Plot holes was going to make $1 million," and everybody's like, "I don't know, dude."
That
And
bit
it
him
was
in,
like,
in the butt. Yeah.
this one
He jinxed
should.
it. Yeah.
That was that dead air at the end. Somebody edited that out. He was actually
Being like, I don't know if it's going to make $1 million or $2 million. You know, I might be the new Ethan Van Sciver, the new Eric July. I don't know.
Yeah, it didn't work out that way. But I mean, if honestly, if these crowdfunders are all about like merit, like I don't usually support Kickstarter, but I'm buying this.
Mm-hmm. The most
sorry,
basic
John
tier
Malin.
is the hardcover for $50. So I think I might spring for that soon.
I want to show you. Holy shit! Who's in the drag strip?
That was Sean
I just
Gordon
want
Murphy
the book. I don't
driving
want
by.
any of these. I don't want any of these other guys' covers. Like I don't want that. Like
He heard what he wanted to hear and he zoomed off.
Yeah. Let me go tell everyone. I'm telling John Malin that you're going to support a Kickstarter.
This is a big project, though. Like he's got like what? How many pages? Does it say how many pages it is? Because that
100.
100.
Yeah, I don't care. I think I want it. I would rather have it in black and white, and I don't want to read the writing. I just want to look at the artwork, and I don't want to see any of these covers either. I don't want to see them.
Well, Dan Penosa's cover looks good. I like that one.
Yeah,
can you scroll back up? Like he's got like some of the secret tiers were some of the unlocks were new covers. Did you notice that?
No, they're not. They're the same ones, but they're unlocking at a certain point. We've already he has them listed here. Here they are. Here are the big versions of the covers you can look at. Look at Joe Quesada. I mean, this is just Joe is something else, man. Look at all this black space here, and this is just.
It's cool.
So bad.
I mean, it's all so
I'm
bad.
Just kidding. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. This is so good, man.
It's a good layout. Like I'll give it that. I will say that horses are hard to draw. He did a good horse.
Yeah. Adam Hughes' cover is my least favorite one. It looks like an old movie poster and stuff, but like, yeah, I don't know. Lady Rawhide, is she in the book? Like, and
Probably.
like, it looks like she's got a dick.
Some subliminals for
Look
you.
at Zorro's face. He's like, I see a dick.
Am I wrong about that?
He's trying to put it in his mouth.
I think I see balls back there. Like, what the hell? That's a dick. All right, so I'm not going to get that one. You got Amanda Connor and Jimmy Palmiotti. It's okay. It's all right. And this is, of course, somebody named
Bengal, yeah.
Yeah. Humberto Ramos. No.
That's actually a very crappy layout.
Yeah, this really sucks. Umberto, this really sucks. Like, this was a chance for you to, do something about your heritage. This should have been so Mexican.
He thought
Maybe add some tacos.
Yeah, they should have been eating burritos or something.
Walt Simonson's is good, but it looks like a sketch more than the cover. Dan Panosian is fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's really good. The facial expression here is great. She looks terrific. I like how he didn't even bother to draw her arms. Like, he just kind of put her in there. She's indicated.
That's not the focus.
Yeah, she's just. You got this.
Like the detail on the veins is really nice there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
skin color.
Yeah, this is really good. I don't know what it is, but Dan Panosian is a terrific artist. This might be my favorite just in terms of a cover. It's not that it was very hard to draw, but that layout is so effective. And the stark black and white. If I were going to buy any of the covers other than Sean's, it'd be this one. I think just because it's so cool. All right, so there you go. What do you think, Shane? What are your favorite ones? You don't like any of them?
I kind of like the Quesada one, but yeah.
Is that the one that you would get?
If I had to pick a one cover, it'd probably be that one. Yeah.
I get the.
I used to collect a lot of Quesada stuff. Like, I have fond memories of his work when he worked on Ninjak and
oh yeah,
Man of War Zero, stuff like that.
Yeah, stuff was always really alive. So I don't know. I am. Let me just say, I'm on Team Sean Gordon Murphy right now, and I really hope this book does well. Let me see. Is it moving? Can we get it to 190 at all, or is it like? I think it automatically updates. So who knows? But 26 days to go. That means this book has already been up. You know what? It's going to do 250 or 300 again, like his other one did. These guys have to work so hard to just be you, Shane.
I know. I want to show you were talking about interesting publishing and stuff or printing. I want to show you a book I came across.
Yeah.
So this
they
is
have to call out Shane. They have to call out the cavalry. The cavalry, not the Calvary. That's where Jesus died. They have to call out the cavalry just to be as good as you.
I know.
Well, I think a lot of that too is that they're also not they're still trying to build a group of people, like a fan base, and that takes time and building your audience and stuff like that. So if you aren't at the point where your audience is built in, you kind of have to then go to your friends and kind of build up the campaign in that way.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, they plugged it into the satanic system. They got press releases from Screen Rant when it first launched, and IGN, and look, it doesn't really move the needle that much.
No, we still kick their asses this Comicsgate does. Look at that, Shane.
Nice.
So it's too hard.
It's pretty cool.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it's just like a canvas that rolls out that I'm horrible at controlling, but yeah, there's no spine.
Yeah.
Just saying, not practical, but kind of cool.
Now people are saying, kind of like you, Crystal. Ethan, show her project. Crystal, is your project closed down, or am I imagining things?
It's on Fund My Comic.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
With that attitude, don't pull it up.
No. She's got a good attitude.
Yeah, it's on Fund My Comic. I heard it. We all heard it.
She's humble. She's humble. That's all.
Yeah. Really good.
I don't want to feel any light from Sean Gordon Murphy because she's dipping so hard. She's
dude. You mentioned Sean Gordon Murphy, so you're simping right now. I didn't. It didn't even come out of my mouth. It keeps coming out of yours. So like, you might want to think about that.
Yeah, why don't you think about that, Shane?
No.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna back Zorro. It just looks good. All right, hold on a second. Let me see. Vigilante's Creed. We want to remind people to back Vigilante's Creed tonight.
Thank you.
You know.
Thank you. And that's on Fund My Comic too, in case anyone prefers Fund My Comic. It is on both.
Necro Nexus Foxfire says phenomenal and mesmerizing art from Corey Barton. Ghost in the Shell inspired fantastic figurines behind Corey too, especially Nira Automata one.
Automata.
Automata.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tech TF complains Crystal didn't deliver my comic after asking for months when they were sent out, and then the frowny face.
So I just messaged him back in chat. There's some people, there's like stuff with customs and like other stuff like that, but I'm catching up, so I'll get to you.
Yeah. All right. Let me see here. Vigilante's Creed. Beautiful. Everybody back Vigilante's Creed and make sure that you reserve the copy for yourself. Incredible artwork. Beautiful story. And also Hotel Story by the incredible Narwhal, who says he has another project with your boy Zach coming up, but he won't tell us what it is.
Yeah, it's just another Narzak, but it's going to be sweet. You guys are going to be stoked.
Is he going to color it himself? Are you going to let him color your artwork by himself again?
No, I'm going to color this one. But I looked at 499. It's like, it's got, I got a soft spot for that whole crazy little book, that crazy little book.
All right. Cyberfrog 3, Red Extermination. Thanks everyone for backing this campaign tonight. Oh, we just hit 542. Amazing.
Congratulations. Look at you. Sean Gordon Murphy can only hope to achieve such.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, I don't know.
If he ever did, he'd be like, we defeated the evil.
Yeah, I'm very lucky. I'm fortunate. I like when I think about like how great Sean Gordon Murphy is. I mean, it really means a lot to me to know that I'm greater. So thanks everyone. When I think about Shane, do you ever think about how big the universe is? Like it really is big. It's massive. The universe is so big, and it just goes on and on and on. There's so many worlds in that universe. Doesn't it make you
if you believe in that,
doesn't it humble you in a way to stop and think about how you're better than everybody in it?
Yeah. Even on the other planets, I'm like they can only hope to achieve.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's where we're at tonight. All right, let me see. Where do we got Crystal McGee? Where's your what is Narwhal doing? Narwhal, you fixed it.
I drew a version of Wolverine. Yeah, I'm thinking about tweeting this and adding Rob Liefeld. He'll block me if I do though. But
yeah, I don't think there's any need to do that. We don't want to see. The whole thing is like if you're correcting Rob Liefeld's artwork right now. I mean, I know that you're doing it because it was the topic of conversation, but it's like Rob is never going to. Rob just does whatever he does, and he's getting paid a lot for it. So who cares? Look how good that looks.
Some shoulders stick out there, which is nice.
At some point, he's just selling his name. I mean, God bless him.
Well,
I think he's doing better work now than he's ever done, to be honest with you.
I don't think that Wolverine was new, though. I think it was from an older comic. I don't think that was new, Rob.
Rob blocked John Malin. No one is safe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, these guys who just block their fans, like it really is ridiculous. Like, I don't understand.
John wasn't a fan. He was like kind of a worshiper of a god. I mean,
oh, so you're allowed to block your worshipers? Oh, good news. Bugbear Madness for $10. Thanks for the block on X. You're welcome, Mayhole. Multi-backer just gave honest criticism. No, I think you called me names, dude. The exact thing that you and Eric July and Ripaverse should accept. I think you called me names. not me, the whoever it was who runs the all caps comics thing. He says, "You're a hypocrite, and I will not back again." Well, I
Damn.
guess I'm just gonna have to try to get by without you, and it will be hard. But Bugbear Madness, I just ask for a little bit of respect, a little bit. Shane, can I please get any respect at all from anyone? For the love of God, these people call me a fat homosexual all day long, and I sit there and put up with it. I sit there and tell people, like, oh, everybody go out and back everybody's work. Everybody go and support Comicsgate. And then I get crucified by the people who are supposed to worship me. Boy, it really makes me feel like, who else got crucified by the people who were supposed to worship him?
Yeah, that guy.
Trump. I don't know.
Trump. Yeah, that's right. Let me see. It makes me looks forward. Wait, Necro Nexus Foxfire. Looking forward to backing Corey's Andromedids.
Andromedids. It's meant to be Andromedids. Yeah.
Okay. Joe Ball's That's going to be great too. That's
Love Joe.
Yeah, and also just for folks to know, since Joe did the cover for my black and white art book, if anyone backs Joe's book, like a new backer as well as mine, I'll give them a free black and white art book as well, just to try to help my artists out as well.
Necronexus Foxfire says Joe Ball's That's going to be great. I agree. Great title. Travis Parrick says Mr. Davis is such a simp. He'll be changing his name to Shane Gordon Murphy. Choo, choo. The Don series says all you on the panel are awesome. That's it. Just wanted you to know. Hail CG and all the legends. By the way, every time
me than you, Crystal.
Every time Crystal's on the show, people like fling hearts at her, heart emojis.
Aww.
People really love.
Nice. You're too kind, guys, but I appreciate it.
Urash Matar says Shane is negging Sean Murphy Gordon because he loves him. Kiss, heart eyes, flaming heart.
Aww. That's cute.
I love him too. Like Howell became a YouTube member. Thank you for joining the channel. I appreciate you. Lord Raptor Jesus says, hey, quick question. How long does the Cyberfrog toy campaign have? Broke my finger at work, so with workman's comp, I got to juggle my money. Thanks, E. Listen, I want your money when you can afford to give it to me. I don't want you to juggle anything, so I want you to understand the toys will always be the same price, okay? They're not. I'm going to be taking down the campaign eventually, maybe like in a month. And then I'll be moving the toys over to my eBay. There will be plenty of toys, so don't worry about it. I think we have stock in almost all of them except for like Blood Rage Cyberfrog we're like nearly sold out of, and a couple of others. But we do have a supply. They will always be the same price. You don't have to rush. Buy the toys when you have the money, please. Okay, I will take care of you. Let me see. Hidden Geek Village says, I want to get into Cyberfrog. Where can I start? Indiegogo confuses me. It's a good question. Shane, do you have the answer for him?
I mean, I never read your old Cyberfrog. I had it, but I didn't remember it. I started with Blood Honey and then Warts and all. Like, so I don't know where to tell somebody. Where would you direct them?
Well, I would say that you could go to Cyberfrog 3 Red Extermination if you want to. There are several different ways to do this. Go to Cyberfrog 3 Red Extermination and back. You could back the Red X Frog Box, which will contain the entire story to date. Or you can go down here and you can back this Blood Honey Wrecked Collected Edition. For $50, this will contain all of the story thus far. Okay. And then, except for Dark Harvest. And then go up here and back a copy of Cyberfrog 3. Then you will have everything. The other choice is to go over to the Cyberfrog Dark Harvest campaign. And get ready. These are going to print right now. Now, somebody said to me, they said, have you ever done a 24-hour Cyberfrog Blood Honey cover? 24 hours. And I said, no. And they said, you should. And I said, oh, I've never done that. I never thought to do that. But we're about to go to print on the Chromium. They have the paper. They're ready to go now. Why don't I do a 24-hour, let's add another cover for Blood Honey, a 24-hour Blood Honey Chromium cover? Why don't we do that? Slip it right under the wire just before it goes to print. We might do it. I might do it. So this is Cyberfrog Dark Harvest. Right on this campaign, you'll be able to get a copy of Dark Harvest, which is an in-betweener book that you need to get. It really is creepy. It really is cool. On this campaign as well, we're shipping all this stuff, so you'll be able to get it pretty soon. You'll be able to get a copy of Wreck Planet here, and then Blood Honey, and that'll mostly catch you up. That is on the Dark Harvest campaign.
Brains Taste Awful says, I've got them, but I've never read them. No, his old Harris Comics stuff. I never had the Holly Hero stuff. When Cyberfrog was first publishing through Harris Comics, I had some of Cyberfrog issues. I think I got one from Wizard Magazine. Vampirella, right? Didn't Harris do Vampirella and Cyberfrog at the same time? Yeah. I had some Vampirella at the same time. I can't remember everything I've read way back then. Like, I'm sorry. I'm at that age where I think, like, I'm a glass. You keep pouring liquid in, something's got to come out.
I'm the same way, dude. I really am. By the way, in the description below, there is a tab that will take you. There's a link that'll take you over to our eBay store, and this is what it is: Cyberfrog 9 right here. 100% positive feedback. We're always on time. If you ever have a problem with your order, we will replace it instantly. We will fix any of your problems, any of your complaints immediately, and everything ships within 24 hours of you ordering it. So this is a good place to go. If you want stuff that has already been made, that is already in our warehouse, ready to go out to you. Right here, you've got warts and all. This is all of the 90s stuff in a beautiful volume, or you can get it as a trade paperback soft cover here for $30. And then a lot of people are backing this and going, what the hell? There's no words in it. This is just line art. The Blood Honey Drain books are just line art with no words. If you want to read Blood Honey right now, it's right here. Ultimate Cyberfrog Blood Honey Ghost Edition. We'll ship this out to you immediately. We've got a Blood Honey box that you can store your Cyberfrog collection in. We've got mugs. We've got toys. This is just a wonderland of awesome stuff, awesome Cyberfrog product. Here's another Cyberfrog Blood Honey version that you can read. Awesome product that you can get right this minute by going to our eBay store. Andrea packs everything up first thing in the morning, every morning, and sends it out to eBay. So always go check out our eBay store. On November 1st, Wreck Planet is going to be available, and all associated Wreck Planet product is going to be on the eBay store. It will be more expensive than it was. We're not going to put this on sale. It is going to be slightly more expensive than it was for backers. And also the action figures will probably also be on the eBay store, and all of the clothing as well. So we're ready for Christmas, Shane. What do you think of that?
I think your would fit in a Santa Claus suit.
Yeah, I used to have one, but I don't have one now because like my family's Mormon or LDS, and I love my family so much. But one of the things that Mormons do is they borrow from each other. They borrow. So my cousin said, "Can we borrow your Santa Claus suit?" And I'm not somebody that likes to lend people, even my family, my clothing. You know what I mean? It's like
somebody
it's coming
said
back.
you ripped it. Somebody said this is all an excuse. You ripped it.
Coming down the chimney.
No, I just said you can. I said no. You can keep it. You keep the Santa Claus suit. So I don't have a Santa Claus suit anymore. I had expensive boots. I got a nice belt with a gold belt buckle. I was a good Santa Claus for the kids. But now I got to get a new Santa Claus because I really look like him. You know, when I let my beard go gray, which I try to do for the holidays, and I put on that suit, I'm a good Santa Claus.
Dude, you could do mall Santa.
Yeah, I did try to do that once.
I don't know why. That's like a dream job of mine, mall Santa. Like it's like one of those jobs you're like, I'd like to do that one year. Obviously I can't, but
well, Shane, what I did was I put on my Santa suit and I took Hunter to the mall to go meet Santa. Now, there's a wonderful thing about being dressed like Santa and going to the mall. I understand why guys want to do it. You walk around and you become Santa. Little kids, they go, "Oh, Santa!" Like they're so, and I'm like, no, I'm a fat idiot from New Jersey. No. You're Santa Claus to the little kids who are just like, they come running up and everything like, Santa! And it really is nice. And you feel good about yourself. You feel like you're, a good person and not a cannibal, which is what I actually am. A murderer and a cannibal. So the whole plan was for me to take Hunter to go sit with. What is that noise? What's going on, by the way?
Sorry, it's just my neighbor.
Oh, it's okay. The whole plan is to go and to sit with Santa, or to get Hunter to meet Santa. And I thought I would also sit on Santa's lap and get a picture of Santa sitting on Santa's lap.
And all the kids saw this.
Yeah, like
do you realize
all the
what
kids
you did?
Well, they let me know. Like the mall security came over to me. I'm waiting in line with Hunter, and mall security came over, and they basically said, "You're confusing the children, sir." And I said, "I'm sorry." And they said, "That's Santa. The children are looking at you, and then they're looking at the other Santa, and they're really confused." I said, "I'm just waiting to get a picture with Santa."
Like, what would they have you do in that situation? Like, were they trying to get you to leave or what?
Yeah, they told me to leave. Mall security
wow.
came over, took me by the arm, and threw me out of the mall like I was some kind of
Dude.
monster.
You have to go up to each individual kid and be like, I am not Santa. I'm just a crazy old cannibal dressed like him.
I mean, maybe if you were dressed up like the Easter Bunny, you could have gotten away with it. But I want to side with the mall security. They were in the right. You were destroying imaginations. Kids' heads were turning into Jello. Like they didn't know up from down anymore.
They were getting an early lesson in logic.
Yeah.
No, like, I mean, what was your outfit?
It was a good Santa Claus outfit. It was a really good one.
So you were actually wearing the Santa Claus outfit.
Yes. I was at the mall dressed like Santa Claus, waiting in line to meet Santa Claus. And actually a woman actually said to me, "You're ruining Christmas." You know that, sir.
Oh no. Because I mean, at first I thought like you had like one of those Santa Claus T-shirts or something like that.
No,
and just but no actual costume. Gotcha.
Ethan, that could be a movie for sure. That is hilarious.
Yeah.
Because you're so well-meaning, but yet you're literally the worst thing that you could be almost. It's not like the Grinch. You go as the Grinch. No, you go as another Santa.
Right. Causing a divergence, causing cognitive dissonance in the minds of 8-year-olds. I mean, it was really upsetting for a lot. I guess they told me I ruined Christmas, and they threw me out of the mall.
In the past, when that's happened with religions, like via the Pope or the Dalai Lama, it starts civil wars.
Oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to start a civil war over Santa Claus.
Oh, these kids just start fighting amongst themselves, like in the mall, like they're grabbing whatever weapon.
He's the real Santa.
Yeah, I believe in Santa. No, he's fake. And then like you start like a division in these kids, and they're just like it's like when fucking Gremlins when what's his name was fighting Mohawk or Stripe in the mall. Like all these kids are just grabbing baseball bats or going in the sporting goods section. They're grabbing all these things, turning into weapons against one another. Like you really could have started something here. And then when the kids outnumber the adults, so we couldn't have done anything. And then what if this spreads outside of the mall?
I liked being Santa Claus. I enjoyed it. I was at Fitness Together at the time. Fitness Together has a treadmill right in the front window in a strip mall. I mean, that's what it is. And so I went in dressed as Santa Claus. I got on the treadmill and I was sprinting as Santa Claus. And the little kids would walk by the window and they'd see Santa like hauling ass on the treadmill. And they'd be like, "Dad!" God, it was so fun. I would be Santa full time. I could do it.
I've actually got to go now, Ethan, but thanks for having me on.
Good to see
you, man.
Nice seeing you.
Thank you, Corey. I appreciate you, my friend. Take care. Everybody, Corey Barton and his book, Vigilante's Creed. And also, you've got another thing coming up pretty soon called
Andromenoids.
All right, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you, Corey. You take care. And have a great night. I'm probably going to wrap it up anyway because we've been going for 3 hours, driving everybody crazy.
Did anybody notice that Corey is now a witness to a murder? He's got to talk to the cops. And tell them what he heard.
What?
The sounds. Yeah, like he has to go on record on the noises he heard coming from his neighbors.
Dude.
Yeah, it was weird. Like that was a lot of like terrible noises.
You think that they probably had a painful death, probably like a worse death you could wish on somebody.
Yeah.
Like Final Destination esque.
Yeah, like it could have they could have died really quick, but it took a long time. Couple of whacks.
Jasper Plan 9 says, keep pulling the shit, Ethan, and you'll get on someone else's list. What the hell? Oh. Joel Tricasta says, Ethan, you look like you gain weight plus you're fat and gay. Let me see. Bugbear Madness says, I called you numbnuts. Are you that fragile? How dare you, Bugbear? I don't like that. And you ended up calling, it wasn't me, it was my wife. Fuck you. Cyberfrog is Battletoads, says Andino Palacio. Much better than hi, Phantasmagorical. What a great girl. Hi, Ethan and panel. Good luck, everyone, with your campaigns. This is a great way to end my birthday weekend. Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Whole weekend. You get one day, not a weekend.
Yeah,
Oh,
after
that's
this,
true.
it's going to be the week
Yeah, that is true.
and the month.
Bugbear Madness, if you apologize and repent, apologize in another super chat, then everything is going to be fine. Metal Movies and Brewski says, Back Butch Cleaver 2 in demand, store closes October 26th. Neon Knight Rider says, has anybody ever been blacklisted from Marvel for speaking out against Stan Lee regarding things Kirby said about him for being a liar and a thief? Well, that's a really good question.
I don't think so.
They don't really care, you know.
Well, Marvel doesn't really like Stan Lee. That's the thing. Like they pay him, or they did pay him, but they never really liked Stan Lee. Like they didn't like as a company, they weren't big on Stan.
Yeah, they of course not. And by the way, Stan Lee wasn't particularly big on them either. I think he loved his characters, but I don't think he was crazy about the company. They paid him $1 million a year to be the figurehead, essentially, to walk around and sort of be the Marvel Comics guy.
I think he sued for more too, so they upped it, but he had to get legal about it or something.
Yeah. All right, let me see what else goes on here. Phantasmagorical says she gets a month of birthday. She gets a birth month. Yeah. Let me see. People are saying bend the knee, Bugbear. You have to bend the knee, Bugbear. I'm sorry, it's got to happen. People are asking what happened with JF allegedly killing his wife.
Who's JL or what?
Yeah. What's that about?
So, you don't know about this?
Oh, you retweeted it, yeah, because he said something really weird that someone who killed their wife would definitely not say.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
But he's just like a politician in Europe or something. It's not CG related.
Yeah, I really got a feeling. So JF Garepi, Jean-Francois Garepi or something like that. I can't remember. I think that's his name. He's a French Canadian, and he is. You know how people would call us like Nazis, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, I think he actually kind of is a Nazi because he's like a white nationalist and has some interesting views about people. He said, "I want a woman who is simple-minded, so that I can dominate her and she'll be breeding stock." So he was. Can you
put that on a dating? Hang on, can you put that on a dating profile? Like, can you just float that out there?
Your account will get deleted.
Yeah,
I mean, why not lead with honesty in any relationship?
Yeah, I agree. But he ended up dating this really sweet. Here's the thing, like me being like the father of a special needs, like a little girl with autism now, and just imagining what she's going to be like as an adult. I will skin this dude alive if like a guy like this came near my daughter. He would be in a ditch. I'd fucking kill him. Because special needs, people who have special needs and have learning disabilities are the sweetest, kindest people in the world. They wouldn't hurt a fly. And he found one, he took her in, and he was kind of people called her Potato and stuff, and she just smiled all the time, and she's a very likable person. She went missing 4 months ago, and he didn't say anything until 2 days ago. He said, "Oh yeah, back in July, she asked to be
Wait a
dropped off
minute.
in the woods for an adventure."
Dude, that's no, dude. That's
She has to be dropped off in the
that's
woods.
messed up. We know
Next
what that is,
freshly
dude.
dug grave,
Yeah.
right next to the freshly dug grave.
Yeah, and I gotta say, like, he's like, "Oh yeah, you know how she was, she's retarded, and she wanted to go off and be
Dude,
So
that's
you drop him off in the
garbage.
woods. I mean, that just exposes how much of a shitbag he was.
Mhm.
right." So people are a little suspicious of him, I guess.
Yeah, it is
Well,
getting
that's
covered
like
on
more
like
than
crime
suspicious.
on true
Is-
crime YouTube. I just checked it out. There's a lot of hour plus videos about it, so I'm gonna check out one of those. I think.
Here's a video from 4 years ago, which I think is people didn't realize what this was. They called her Mama JF because she was JF's wife. So they're like Mama JF, and this video is called Mama JF Goes Full Retard on live stream. And so here we go.
Does Mama Jeff really have an issue with no white guilt, or is she?
So this guy here, his YouTube channel is called No White Guilt. So these two guys are kind of, well, I mean, they're white nationalists, whatever you want to say. Like these two guys are literally what the SJWs think we are. So make of that what you will.
Just fooling around. She has an actual issue.
So she comes in and he mutes her. He mutes the camera. That is Mama JF there.
Don't say anything violent.
No, I want to.
What do you have to say?
No, I get seriously. You tried to kill me again.
Okay.
She said, "You tried to kill me again."
I'm fucking sick that you're fucking me with me. You always follow.
Now she's smiling, but as I look closer, I can see a tear. She's crying.
Yeah, she's watered up. Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, "I'm fucking sick of it. You
Like
live
a
with
cry
me."
for help, dude.
Yeah.
I think that was the last desperate plea.
You follow me everywhere, she's saying.
All right.
And you say you want to make spiritual movement, but you fucking tried to kill me for 3 years again. You're a fucking
Okay.
psychopath, man.
C'est dit, maintenant va-t'en. Okay, so
Okay. So you say you want to make a spiritual movement, but you tried to kill me for 3 years. And people would go, "Well, why didn't she just leave?" And well, because she's got the mental capacity of a 12 or a 13-year-old, and she's like,
Holy shit.
Well,
see what I'm saying?
This makes
That's
you
hard
wonder.
to watch, man.
Like,
Yeah.
I've been watching Blacklist lately, and they just had an episode
yeah.
about people who are actually, and again, not saying this is happening, but like poisoning or like giving drugs to, their significant other or whatever to actually make them that way so that they can control them. And that kind of gave me that vibe. Like that's just strange.
He cleaned he put, there's video of him like right after she left. He's got tarps up all over his house, like plastic tarps. He's like, "I'm cleaning and disinfecting my house." And again, he said, "It wasn't me because her cell phone, like, I'm not a suspect because her cell phone pinged 2 days after she left the house, far away from me. So I don't think I'm a suspect." He's saying all this weird shit. And who is this guy? This guy was basically part of the YouTube during the Gamergate movement. He and a bunch of his friends, you might know Sargon of Akkad knew him. Andy Worski had a show with him. They had a show together until this guy kicked Andy Worski off his own show. And these guys were like Gamergaters and all this stuff. I think they called themselves the Skeptics, the Internet Skeptics or something. And a lot of interesting lore and drama around these guys. So anyway, he said the cell phone pinged and then it stopped pinging, 2 days after. My theory, and I've thought about murder a lot because I see people getting caught with murder. There's nobody who I would have. My poor Andrea. I honestly I wouldn't even joke about something like this. But if I were going to murder, let's just say Narwhal, and I wanted to get away with it. One thing that I might do is I might take his cell phone and tape it under somebody's truck at a Walmart, someplace where I know it's going to go away, and turn it on. And then just let it die over the course of 2 days with a full battery, because the truck is going to ping a cell phone location somewhere else. And then eventually the tape is probably going to give way. It's going to fall off the car while it's in motion, probably get run over. It's going to get destroyed. But for 2 days, 2 days is the battery life of an iPhone. It's going to ping in places other than my house, which is where, Narwhal lives with me. He thought in blissful happiness, but he didn't know I was going to kill him.
The
Well,
chat's getting a kick out of-
and you fed him canned ham as well.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! It's already happened.
He thought it was
Pulling
canned
strings.
ham. It was my
Well,
previous victim.
You were
Yeah.
talking about the cell phone pinging. There was actually a case where this woman put her phone onto like one of those little Roomba robots.
Mhm.
And so they said that she didn't commit the murder because it was like going around the house. But they found that in her Roomba software, like you can schedule when the robot goes
Oh wow!
between the
Okay,
house.
yeah. You can't get away with
They
murder.
caught
You
her that
can't.
way. They
That sounds
caught her
like,
that way.
like a modern episode of Columbo.
I know. Like
So-
people are getting sneaky with it though.
I mean, like, first of all, like, if you're going to commit murder, like, it's almost impossible to do it. It really is. I watch a lot of true crime stuff, and I'm always like,
Nowadays,
these guys who
especially.
kill their wives, they always behave the same. Like, here's the thing: you can't be like zippity doo dah. My wife's been missing for 2 months. I don't know where she is, but I hope she's okay. You can't be like that because, like, and that's how they all behave. All like Scott Peterson, they're all like perfectly okay. Hey, your wife's missing. Yeah, it's cool. And then they have a girlfriend on the side, by the way, that gets discovered. Like, that's great. It's always the same. It's always the same. You're going to get caught. You have to be the kind of sociopath who can act like somebody would act if their wife was missing and they didn't know where they were. You have to be able to do that. So this guy is, for somebody who claims to have like a 140 or 150 IQ, this guy thinks he's smart. He's a fucking idiot. And he's going to get, it's going to be interesting to have kind of a true crime kind of thing happen right here in the YouTube community. So Urash Mataru says, ma'am, just one more thing about that Roomba.
Like, dude,
Did you
'cause
witness
at
what she
first,
just said?
like, it looked at first like she was gonna get off, but then they found that data. That's so crazy.
You can't get away with murder, says UBS. Laughs and Clintons. Well, here's the thing about the Clintons. You could get away with it if you had agents working on your behalf. Like if you had extremely, that's how the mob does it. Extremely loyal soldiers who know how to get rid of a body and will never talk. Like, you might be able to do it. But
I recently just finished that, which was public, but that Netflix documentary on the I'm probably saying it wrong, the Murdoch murders or whatever.
Yeah, Murdoch. Yeah.
Yeah. Holy fuck. I mean, the ending of it was basically like his son's phone had he was talking on it or was recording on the phone that and they were able to unlock the phone. It was just like with technology today. I'm not sure if people can get away with murder like they used to.
No,
Like-
you can't. Especially not if you have to carefully plan. You have to have like a 200 IQ. You have to plan ahead for every contingency. You have to have an alibi, that is rock solid. I mean, even like communicating the desire to get rid of somebody else through a third party, you're going to get caught doing that.
Right.
So,
like the last rental car I had, like whenever I would back up, it would show an overhead of the car and people walking around. Like I could see cast shadows. Now I'm assuming there's not a satellite, showing me an overhead shot, but it's just like this is the image of the car from multiple cameras that's on the car from all angles showing up. But it's like those cameras like if somebody gets like attacked in like or killed in like a parking lot or parking garage or something, it's like, what if a car picks it up and records it? It's like, it's completely bonkers what's going to be like in a few years from now.
Yeah.
Just phone snapping on, you know, everybody. Dude, you see shit
Well, I
like all
mean, they're catching
time.
people with like Fitbit data, like their heart rate and everything. I'm like, dude,
Oh,
that's
damn.
crazy.
Yeah, I mean, they'll you know, we're so connected and plugged in, and our every second of our day must be accounted for, or could be like accounted for, you know. And the best thing to do is just, by the way, if you do something like this, never talk. Like, be like B.A. Turner, just sit there quietly, because you know, this guy's out there. Well, one thing that like smart people want to do is they want to kind of talk their way out of it. So this guy's on every show right now telling the same stupid story about the you know, try to convince people that he's innocent. It's like, you're gonna get caught, dude. You're absolutely gonna get caught. Let me see. What's the chat saying? E says J Rock. Yes, sir. What can I do for you? E would frame Shane for the murder. I would do my best, but like, I don't know how I would be able to do it, because Shane would have an alibi. He'd be able to account for his location. There'd be no evidence that he did it. All right, let me see. Victims of domestic violence can't leave, says Captain Chokeout, and that's the ones with fully working adult brains. Imagine what this poor girl was subject to. Yeah, man. While watching that piece of shit do that to that poor girl on Flash was a hard watch, and that's coming from me. Someone like her should be protected and loved. Yeah, I would completely agree. She was willing to just sort of be, you know, this guy's wife, and all these women, man. That's why, like, whores are disgusting, because there are so many good women out there that are just like, no, I'll be your wife. I'll live with a stinky, disgusting man, and we're all stinky and disgusting. Crystal, trust me. Geek Village is excited to explore the world of Cyberpunk. Oh, I hope so. Travis Park says, Ethan, you're like Rodney Dangerfield. You get no respect at all. That's true. I know. All right. Anyway, if Faye was murdered by John, he could get away with it, as we all believe she's not real. That's all out there.
Oddly enough, John took her on a trip.
A trip
into the
Hiking
woods,
trip.
probably in Michigan.
Exactly.
There's a lot of woods in Michigan. I know.
The dead of night, dude.
Skydiving.
Came up all of a sudden too, real important. Knew exactly when he's coming back.
Yeah. Chris Topher says that's why John's been gone. EVS gave him a contract. Yeah, I can make John do my like murders for me, I guess. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. So that's what's going on with that story. We're going to be watching it because I like I do like true crime stuff. I want this guy to get caught. I don't know him. I've never spoken to him personally, but I know him secondhand. Like, I'm friends with friends of his. So I can't believe.
Talking about Hitman, there was there was like a really good Joaquin Phoenix movie where he's a hitman, and they had a bit in there that I never saw in another movie, but that's that the hitman can never like have any connection to the guy placing the hit. Like there has to be that deniability that they've never, like, you know, because if you took a hit, if Ethan's like, Shane, I want you to go off John Malin or something like that in Minecraft or whatever. Well, I go do that. Well, what's going to stop you from killing me? Because like, to cover your tracks. So
yeah,
you're
of course,
always, so it's like you have to have like there has to be.
But then
like,
what was the point? Because why wouldn't I just do the killing myself? Why would I kill you? Because then I still did a killing that I've got to account for. You know, they're gonna be like,
John was too dangerous. If John was too dangerous, I don't know. But what happens is, like, you wouldn't kill me. You would send somebody to kill me,
right?
Because nobody cares about random hitman. People care about the guy you wanted me to kill. It's like really weird. I never thought about it till then, but there has to be like a third party to get away with this type of thing with a hitman.
Yeah.
Have any of you guys seen the Accountant movie before?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, highly recommend that, because that's a great story of someone like with a disability who has a kind of a mastermind behind the scenes with an even more severe disability that helps them take out like the worst of the worst, like infiltrate their organization and then take them out. It's a really intense, thriller, but has a really beautiful message. So highly recommend that.
Yeah. Well, we'll pay attention to it. It's not going to be. There are channels that are following this story closely. By the way, if you're interested and you want to see if this guy's guilty, and by the way, we don't know. Okay, so like allegedly, if he, if you want to see the end result of this story, there are a lot of people who are covering it right now. Just look up YouTube Mama JF. Mama JF will get you all the stories about her, and you will find out what happens. I hope she's found, and if she was hurt, I hope whoever did it's brought to justice, because I just I make fun of women, but I really like women. I really do. I don't like the idea of men hurting women. Really pisses me off.
I don't like them when they do what I want.
Yeah, me too. That's exactly how I feel. Yeah. What channel names, says Jasper29? Seriously, just Google search or YouTube search Mama JF, and I only know of a few. I know the Drunken Peasants. The Drunken Peasants are following the Mama JF story pretty closely. Dick Masterson just had JF on his show for an interview, and I'm gonna watch that tonight because this guy can't stop talking. So there are people are inviting him on the show, and he's like, "Yeah, I want to. I'll talk about how I didn't do nothing." Anyway, Mortal V says, "But you hurt Shane's feelings all the time, Ethan." I do.
Yeah,
I don't mean
that's your motive.
Oh. All right. Thank EFAP it, please. No, not right now. It's thank you, Frankie says, not interested, too sad. It's not really what my channel's all about, but like I said, I'll keep you updated kind of in a sort of a day-to-day sort of way, but from what I learned about it. But yeah, I'm not going to talk about it on Comic Artist Pro Secrets too much. In the meantime, I'm going to let everybody go. I'm going to release you all into the wild. I want to say thanks to Crystal and Brent. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks for having us.
It's always wonderful, to get somebody new on the show, somebody who doesn't come on very much. And Brent, I think I've only had you on once or twice, so it's nice to get you back in here. Crystal, you're becoming a regular. I hope you're comfy here. I hope you have a good time.
Yeah.
We love you. And Narwhal, of course, my friend. All the time.
Thanks for having me.
Shane Davis, I think you're my left hand, John Mellon's my right hand,
I don't, but which one do you wipe your ass with?
Oh,
my right hand. So you're cool. You're good. No, it's a rag on a stick, I'm told. From people making fun of how fat I am now. I am so fat. I really am. I told Andrea, she said, that's the first time I told Andrea, I said, I'm so fat. She goes, that's the first time you've ever said that, aloud and been serious. So she's impressed with my realization. I'm like, everybody's just messing with me. And then I caught a glimpse of myself today, in a full body mirror. And I'm so fat. So I got to do something about it, I guess. Probably
You got to hit rock bottom and then bounce off of that. So
I'm not there. I'm so happy. Narwhal, I love food. I'm so happy. I got the Phillies on. That makes me want to eat junk. I got the Phillies on all this month. Hopefully they're going to go to the World Series.
That's the worst, right? Is you like a sport that's associated with junk food, right? Hot dogs and beer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it feels so good to just be like, the Phillies are on. What are we getting? And Andrea is like, yeah, I'll eat snacks with you for the Phillies. So Andrea doesn't need to lose weight. I do. But, so she's like, yeah, what are we going to do? I'm like, I'll go order some pretzels from Annie Ann's. And she's like, sounds good. Yeah. Eating pretzels, drinking beer, and watching the Phillies.
They have a good jalapeno pretzel, too.
One thing a trick I've heard from people, Ethan, is you can eat food that takes so long to eat that you just get bored eating it, and you can't even eat it fast enough for it to be enough calories. And carrots are like that. It's a lot of crap, but carrots with hummus is actually pretty tasty. Really low calorie. Takes forever to eat.
Celery's the same, right?
Yeah,
I hate celery. I'll eat carrots.
Yeah. But that's the problem with pandas. They eat bamboo, but it's not enough calories, so they're constantly just gnawing on sticks, and that's why they're so lethargic. So there is a thing about this.
I would rather eat just like potato chips or like chips. You just can't stop eating those.
Nachos, dude.
Nachos, a whole plate of like chicken nachos.
Mm-hmm. Add some chili in there, dude.
I don't know what I'm going to
So
do when
good.
baseball's over. I like really have fallen right back into baseball again. I DVR'd like 60 Phillies games that I only watched part of. I'll be watching those all winter long, just pretending the Phillies are still on because I like it. I really do. All right. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for being here. Make sure that you back all of these fine individuals' comics, including Narwhal's Hotel Story, Shane Davis's incredible book, Accent.
Yep. Close this Friday, guys.
Am I helping you with that?
If you can. If not, either way, it doesn't. Of course, I'll take help where I can get it.
Yeah, the Phillies are playing tomorrow, or today, that is, and then Wednesday. And if we can wrap it up, see, we just need to win both of those games, and then I'll be available Friday. That's the thing. If they don't win both games, then there's another game on Friday here in Philadelphia. But I'm hoping we sweep Atlanta. That's what I want to see happen. We just have to win best 3 out of 5 in order to.
Gotcha. I thought they were playing Wednesday. They
are. So tomorrow or Monday, they're going to be playing another game in Atlanta. We won the first one. And then Wednesday, they come back to Philadelphia. I'm looking at tickets to go to that. They're like $1,700. I'm just like, oh, fuck. I really want to be there. But I'm probably not going to go. And then if we win that game, it's over. We're going to the World Series. But if we don't, we have another chance on Friday in Philadelphia. And then if we don't win that one, there's going to be one final game in Atlanta, I guess on Sunday. I don't know what day it would be, but so. You choose sports over your good friend, people are saying. Yeah. So I'll think about it. Hopefully I don't have to make that choice. That's the thing.
Did you need to ask me questions about the other thing after, or are you good?
I'm good. We can talk about it a little bit. I think I mostly understand, but I want to get John Malin involved. I was like, what do you mean I have to do? Because it sounded like you just wanted me to contribute.
I'll talk to you about it in the back real quick because it seemed like you were confused.
Okay. Well, I always seem like I'm confused. Thanks everybody for being here, and I will see you again tomorrow for Comicsgate Kings. Take care, my friends.
I don't know what to do. You can act like a man! What's the matter with you? Is this how you turn down a Hollywood Pinocchio that cries like a woman? What can I do? What is it?